All right. Welcome everyone once again to A.O.S Abroad. Thank you so much for joining us on today's live. Really do appreciate everyone. So for those who know, we took a break yesterday. We didn't have a live session yesterday, but today we are back again with another wonderful live session. So welcome once again to join us for those who are actively following us and being a part of this live session today. And today, there's one crucial topic we want to discuss. A topic that I feel that every single person has to know about, especially if you are working towards your Canadian immigration. It's very crucial because it affects you as an immigrant. It is basically one of the ways you can miss the opportunity to actually migrate to Canada. It's just that simple. If you don't take action right now, you can basically miss the opportunity to come to Canada, and not only you, but for your own family as well. And that issue we are going to be discussing today is the issue known as Bill C12. Bill C12. It's very important. If you have anybody, your friends, your family, your colleagues, and you know that okay, they are interested in coming to Canada, let them be part of this live session now. Like literally take the link of this live session and share it with them because they have to know about this opportunity. They have to know about this issue, the Bill C12. The Bill C12 of Canada is a bill that will change the landscape of immigration. It is going to literally change how people get the opportunity to migrate to Canada. It is going to really, you understand, have some positive effect towards immigration. But again, for those who don't know how to make good use of the bill C12, it's going to kick them out of the race for immigration to Canada. So if you want to understand what immigration is about, now is the time for you to join this live session. Add up other people, your friends, your families, your colleagues, other people that you know are also in the race to come to Canada. Add them up to this live session because in this live session, we are going to be deciphering the Bill C12 of Canada. Now, it's very important that many people don't know politics, but the funny thing is, politics affects a lot of policies that immigration, you understand, act upon. Because Canada are not just bringing people into the country, they are bringing people into the country because the government of that particular country, the government of Canada, basically needs or they are in support of inviting immigrants. So if the politics in the country do not invite immigrants, do not welcome immigrants, the basic thing is you won't have the opportunity to come to Canada. It's as simple as that. Because let me give you a particular instance of what happened in the UK when there was various policies that they brought up to mitigate people coming to the UK, to mitigate people actually going to the UK with their family members, like with their dependents. If you look at that, you see that it was the government of that particular time that caused a lot of policies that affected immigration. Similarly, my people in Canada right now, if you don't take action quickly, the Bill C12 that is being deliberated in the House of Commons may actually affect you. It may affect you drastically. Well, if you are not wanting to come to Canada, like it's just a wish, it's not a strong desire yet. We're not talking to you in this live session. You understand? We're not talking to you in this live session. If it is not a like something that you really want to achieve, do you understand? Something that you really see yourself achieving in Canada, like coming to Canada and excelling in Canada, then we're not talking to you. But we're talking to those who want to come to Canada, those who see themselves as Canadians already, those that want to have the opportunity to better their lives in Canada. We're talking to them right now. But before I talk about the Bill C12, for those that are joining, click on the link aosglobal.org to actually apply for the Travel Small to Canada package. This is the package that literally helps you. You don't have an excuse again. It literally helps you to want to get, for those that want to get started with working on their immigration, it literally helps you and comes to you the exact place you are. If, for instance, you don't have much to start up your Canadian immigration, this travel small to Canada package would really assist you to get started anywhere you are right now to work on your immigration. Now, that being said, once you have clicked on the aosglobal.org link, fill the form that is there. Once you click on the link, you see the travel small to Canada package. Click on the link. Once you click on the link, fill the form. And once you fill the form, we'll check if you're eligible. Once you're eligible, we'll reach out to you. You understand? Through that part, through the information you actually share with us. Now, that being said, I just typed it, and it's something you too can type. You understand? You can type it on Google. What can you type? What are you going to type? Type Bill C12. For everyone that is actually joining right now, just type Bill C12 of Canada. If you type Bill C12 of Canada on Google, this is what you're going to see. And it's very, very important for those who want to come to Canada. I know I'm mentioning it. If you want to come to Canada, you have to understand what the Bill C12 is about. Do you understand? Now, they said the Bill C12 can refer to several different Canadian bills. What is even a bill? What is a bill? Because some people know, is it bill? Is it money? Are we talking about money? Are we talking about currency? What a bill basically is, in my own little understanding of what a bill is that it is something that allows you, as you understand, or is something that you need to know. Do you understand? In politics, like it's something that they use in the politics of a country. You understand? To actually what? To actually decide the next course of action. The next course of action for a particular ministry, the next course of action for like a bill in politics. Let me explain for those that you understand are educated amongst us. A bill is like something that they push out to the House of Commons, like in Nigeria, but maybe in Canada, but in Nigeria they say House of Assembly or House of Representatives. They will push it out like a kind of theory. Let me go scientific. They will push it out as a kind of theory, and that theory, before it becomes law, before it becomes a rule, they have to deliberate on it. And once they deliberate on it, if they accept that particular theory, it becomes, you understand, a rule. If they accept it in politics, it becomes law. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Thank you, Olayinka, for liking our live session. And what does that mean? That means that if that bill gets passed by the House of Commons and it is approved to take effect, that means you that are coming to Canada, you would have to follow through. You have to adhere with the rules of the Bill C12. One of the particular bills, because some of you may not really understand, one of the particular bills that they could have passed, maybe in time past, in time immemorial, is that people that are coming to Canada and they are seeking asylum, they would try to, you understand, check their application, see if it is valid, and if it is valid, they would approve them to become protected persons in Canada. That could have been a bill in time past. A bill in time past may be that, okay, people like us that were coming from Canada, that were coming from Nigeria to become permanent residents, if we have maybe our English credentials, if we have our documents and everything to show, they should give us permanent residency. You understand? So similarly, what they are saying now is that the Bill C12 that they are bringing up, if it becomes a law, because there are different stages it's going to follow, if it becomes a law, if it becomes a rule of law in Canada, what is contained in the Bill C12, immigrants must adhere to it, whether they like it or not, because that is what the IRCC, Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, IRCC, are going to be following in order to what? In order to either admit people into the country or what? Deny people access into the country. Now, listen, it's very important. Bill C12, it's a game changer for some people, and it is a dream crusher for some people. It is a dream crusher for some people. And that is why we are talking about the Bill C12 of Canada right now, because this is the bill that, if you are not proactive enough, it is going to take you off of the race for immigration to Canada. You will not even be able to come to Canada again. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Of course, legally. Some people are doing it illegally, which I don't advise. But if you want to come to Canada legally, you may not have the opportunity again because of this Bill C12. That is why it is important for us to discuss it right now, especially for those who don't know it, those that are still delaying the process of their immigration to Canada. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Now, let's look at it. They said the Bill C12 can refer to several different Canadian bills, but with the most recent of them being the bill that is targeted on strengthening Canada's immigration systems and the Borders Act. Now look at it. You know, I told you there are some bills, if they accept it, it will become rule of law. We already have some bills before that has become rule of law, like the Borders Act. You understand? This bill was introduced October 2025. So it is a very recent bill. It's not something new that we are talking about. It's not something old that we are talking about. It's something new. It's something that would affect a lot of people. You understand? They are working on their immigration. Now look at it. Ọ̀ṣídàjọ́ fún mi ní charger phone yìí. Now look at it oh. They said the bill aims to update the border and immigration laws to address security challenges, because of course every country will want to protect its borders. It's natural. Every country will want to protect its own citizens. It is natural. It is not science. You understand? It's not rocket science. So you have to understand that the reason why some of these bills are coming up is to protect people that are already in the country, is to protect the lives and properties of people that are already in the what? In the country. And it is not bad to do it, at least to the Canadians, to the permanent residents, people like us. It is not bad. In fact, there are some people that I've met, sadly, that they say, okay, that because imagine come immigrant imagine. Then they'll be saying that one. I'll not be wondering that if people have said that and Canada has abided by what you said before you came in, would you have had the opportunity to come into the country? You understand? Would you have had the opportunity? No. You understand? But I've met some crazy immigrants. Sorry to say that. Some foolish immigrants that will say, tó bá máa gba gbogbo wọn tán, àwọn níbiṣẹ́ mọ̀. Meaning, apologies to my non-Yoruba speakers, that if they accept all the immigrants, us will not see work again. And I'll be wondering, I say, there's a simple analogy I always use when it comes to arguments like this. I say Nigeria last song, how many are we? In Nigeria, we're over 300 million, if the statistics is right. You understand? In Canada, we are less than 40, even more than 40, but we're actually less than 50. Yes, we are less than 50 million. So if you look at that, and Nigeria is very, very small in terms of land mass, in terms of population, as compared to Canada. Do you understand? Without exaggerating, I'll say Canada can be like times 3 or times 4, if not times 10 of Nigeria. So if you are saying, with the mentality of some crazy immigrants, if you are saying that if all of them come in, us will not have job again, us will not have kidney again. Nigeria will be saying many people, okay, let's even forget Nigeria, where they even talk even small. India, look at where they have 1 billion people. So Canada still have 40 million. Yes, so there's still land mass, and of course, Canada is bigger than India, and India can accommodate 1 billion people. So why can't Canada, even though it may not be the plan of Canada to accommodate 1 billion, but what I'm saying in essence is there's this space. That's what I'm saying in essence. In Canada, there's this space. In Canada, another person coming into the country does not affect or does not mean that the other person that is already in the country will not leave. The person will leave. Everybody, life is about live and what? And let live. Let everybody have the opportunity to come to the country if they qualify, of course, and let them have the opportunity to do anything they like. In fact, some people will say, okay, yes, they will collect their job. I'll tell you, you cannot create your own job. You understand? I've been in Canada for how many years now, and I've basically created jobs, even for people in Canada that I met in Canada. So don't have that limited mindset. That's why I always tell those people, don't have that limited mindset. Crazy immigrants that if all of them come in finish, how will I get job? They tell you, say, man, be creative. Don't be creative. You understand? Some people don't even get job in Canada. Some people are sourcing for jobs outside Canada and doing it, you understand, remotely. I remember in our own organization, we have different people in 3 locations in the country and different people outside the country that are working for us. And nobody affect anybody. Nobody say, okay, you are any more than me. You understand what I'm trying to say? So what I'm driving at in essence is that this bill C12, in as much as it is trying to strengthen Immigration and Border Act, You have to understand that it is going to benefit the citizens and it will benefit the permanent residents. No doubt, it will benefit people that are already in the country, but we want it to benefit you also. Mhm. That is my own plan for you. We want it to benefit people outside of Canada too. Because wọ́n sọ pé àjọjẹ ló máa ń dùn. You understand? In Yoruba, the adage in Yoruba says that if we eat together, it is more enjoyable. If we eat, we dine, we succeed together, it is more enjoyable than someone, just one person or two people or three people succeeding in their own corner. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So this bill C12, it states that what? That it also includes strengthening Canada's immigration system and what? The Borders Act. Some people may ask, what does it mean by strengthening other system and kidney? I'm checking this on Google. I don't even want to bore you with a lot of legal jargons. I don't want to bore you with a lot of legal jargons. I'm simplifying it for people that don't understand what the bill C12 deals with, what it talks about. If you are coming to Canada, my people, and you want to have that opportunity, that privilege, do you understand, of moving to Canada, now is the time for you to what? Act on it. Oh, okay, good question. I have one question from King Ging. I hope I pronounced that's right. He said, "Good day. Are you a consultant?" No, absolutely not. I always say it in every live session that I have the opportunity to run. I am not a consultant. I am not an immigration lawyer. I'm not a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. I don't even consider myself as a travel agent. I am neither of that. I am an educator. I teach people. You understand? If you don't see me teaching people language, sometimes I teach people immigration, sometimes I teach people travel, I teach people opportunities, how to get opportunities, how to fund your migration abroad. You understand? I'm big on that. I teach people travel planning, how to plan, because that one, these are secular knowledge anybody can learn anytime. However, we have partnered with immigration consultants that we work with, like Kessu Immigration and Settlement Services. We also partner with an immigration lawyer. You understand? We have immigration lawyer in Canada and the one in US that helps people work on immigration to Canada or to the US, of course. So if you want to work with us, we can link you up to some of them. And these are people that I always learn from. These are people that also teach me. These are people that give me updates on what is going on in Canada. Do you understand? Now, or do you have vast experience with immigration? Absolutely, because of course I did my own immigration myself to come to Canada. Do you understand? I came to Canada after 5 years of struggling with immigration. So sometimes when people tell me that they reject me, they do this, I say, see, even if it has been in the past, we understand it because we know that also we followed through some of those processes. It is not easy, let me tell you, for most people, but that does not mean if you come to Canada, sometimes there's something about suffer. If you suffer for some things, you will appreciate it more than people that did not suffer for it. You will appreciate it more. It's the truth. I appreciated it more, and that's why I had to learn more about what immigration is about, even before I landed. In fact, if you see the head where we say wetin I put for my head for immigration, not be small thing. But even at that, when it comes to immigration lawyers and consultants we work with, when they say something, it will look as if you have not even heard it before. So no matter how much I know, some of these people know more than me. You understand? In immigration, we have experience with immigration. I did my immigration myself. I have experience for that, especially for permanent residency, more than others. But if you want to work, as I said, with our own consultants, our own lawyer, we can always link you up with them. So again, for those who want to benefit from that, click on the link on our bio, aosglobal.org. Once you click on that link, you would go directly to our website, and on our website, you'll be able to learn about the travel small package that we have from our consultant. You understand? You can actually benefit from that. Take action right now if you want to come, because we are talking about it today. We will talk about the travel small package in relation to the bill C12, rather. In relation to what? The bill C12, because the bill C12 will affect a lot of people. That's our message for you today. It will, especially people that did not take action quickly. If you don't take action quickly, it's going to affect you big time, and you may not have the opportunity again to move to Canada. That's our message for you today. So you have to make sure you use some policies to benefit you. Don't be like other people that will be wasting time. You understand? If you don't want to waste time, work on your immigration now. We can link you. In fact, our consultant, Kesu Immigration and Settlement Services, he has already said that we are going to have one live session about this bill. You understand? And about the next steps, especially for those coming for World Cup 2026. That's another thing I'm going to talk about. World Cup, just calm down. I'll still talk about World Cup 2026 for those who want to take action right now for that one, because that one too is time sensitive, especially for Africans and Asians, for Europeans that are coming to the country, that are coming to watch ball. You understand? Coming for the FIFA World Cup 2026. We don't really have much concerns for them, because those ones, what they just need is ETA, electronic travel authorization. They will just collect it. They are here already. No difficulty. If they don't have serious criminality, they don't have medical history that will make them inadmissible, they will enter fast, no time. You understand? But you, that you are African, that you apply and apply, or you send document and document, is you we are talking about. Is you we are talking to. Because Canada right now is not going to be easy for some selected people, but we want it to be easy for those who are proactive. That is the idea. We want it to be easy for those who are what. And how is it going to be easy for you? For you to start taking action right now. You understand? Start what? Start taking action right now. Now, they said the current Bill C12. The current Bill C12, the purpose of the current Bill C12 is to, one, give border, immigration, and law enforcement agencies modernized powers to improve border security and immigration system integrity. Now, some of these things are always bogus when we look at the legal terms, but let me simplify it as to simplify it to a layman. What it means is that, before, even though immigration officers have power, even though border officers have power, even though law enforcement agencies have power, now this Bill C12 will give them additional power. Some people will be asking, power for what? Okay. Number one, border agencies or border officers, number one, they can cancel your visa. That's why we wrote visa cancellation. If you are not careful, if you go and do mistake, yes, you are the port of entry, but you go and overdo or you don't have some things, you are not able to answer questions, you don't know anything about your application. All of you that always use agent, they say, okay, no problem. When you go there, you figure it out. You figure it out when they give you when they deport you. They have been deporting people before, you understand, especially for people that have been affected before. But now they say they will give them modernized powers, so additional power on top the power wey they don get. Okay, Olori K-Star, thank you for following the live session. Additional power will be given to them to cancel visa anyhow. Not anyhow, sorry. They will cancel visa based on reason. Nobody will do anything anyhow. But what I'm saying is, now, if you are not able to prove with reasonable doubt, is it reasonable? With no reasonable doubt, in both sense, sometimes they always call out. If you are not able to prove without reasonable doubt, my people, that you really did this visa, you have this visa, and you are able to show that you are eligible for the visa, they fit cancel am. Yes, you have gotten the visa. Yes, the travel agent don do am for you. You don get the visa, you don get to Canada. Or at the port of, even before you even enter airport, they go see, say, okay, one of the documents that you submitted was fraudulent. Even before you enter plane, they fit don reject their visa. Yes, you have collected the visa. Mind you, yes, they have congratulate you, but congratulations, we're expecting you in Canada. But if you do mistake, you go slack, they will cancel visa for that's just one power. I'm just talking about one power now. I'm not talking about power of deportation. Power of deportation, the border services, border agencies, border officers can have the power to deport people. If you don't have something, they can remove people from Canada. Yes, you are in Canada, you already have the visa, you don't enter, but you go overdo. They will tell you, say, okay, they go. That's another thing. Now, they said the goal, what is the goal of this Bill C12? You know, we're talking about the purpose, the goal. They said the goal is to combat transnational organized crime. Now, this one, Oyinbo dey too much sometimes. What they are trying to say is that criminality, that transcends above one nation, one country. They are going to be able to they'll be able to fight it more with the powers that they have given them, with the vast powers vested upon them. Okay, one crime is committed in India, in Bangladesh, he come to Canada, he comes all those transnational crime, organized crime. They can what? They can deal with it more with their powers. So, for instance, just like the case of what happened in India one time, that they say one agent gave or did application for over 700 people, and what did they call them? The admission letters was fraudulent for all of them. Now they will have more powers to do anyhow, or not to do anyhow. What am I saying anyhow? They will just have more powers to fish out some of these crimes, or most of these crimes. They will be able to stop the flow of illegal drugs like fentanyl. One of the biggest issues of Canada now, right now, especially when I was watching one TV station, having one documentary on YouTube about the use of fentanyl, is big in like all this British Columbia, even Toronto. What at the top, even Toronto here, you see people don't hide. Their what they call it, their back, it have calculized. They'll be walking like this, walking like this. Oh boy. You understand? So now they will be cracking down more on the distribution of fentanyl. They will be cracking down more on money laundering, people that are laundering money, and they will be dismantling criminal networks. Those ones may not really focus, or it may not really relate more to immigration. We want to talk about what we relate more with. You understand? Immigration. They said, what is the impact? What will be the impact of this bill C12? The impact of it is that it would provide tools to deal with issues like illegal crossings. Well done. People like some people wey dey go Costa Rica, from Costa Rica dey go Panama, from Panama dey go come dey go pass through Darien Gap, the jungle wey dey there. From the jungle dey go through Mexico, from Mexico dey go enter through US, from US dey go enter Canada. People wey dey do illegal crossings, wey dey say okay, when they come to Canada they go seek asylum. In fact, now they don dey talk say if you seek asylum, e fit be say as soon as you dey seek am like dis, they dey deport you straight. They no go dey even dey waste time, especially if your application is not genuine. They go deport you, say dis one just dey whine himself. And it's not only shebi, if they deport you, they no even keep record of you, even good. But now they will keep record that this one he don seek asylum here. So if you go US, you no fit seek asylum again. You go UK, you no fit seek asylum. You understand? Basically, they will shut you off of the big countries. There was one Kenyan that was here that one was saying pure country. I said, what does it mean? What does she mean by pure countries? She like Nigeria is on pure. What do you mean by pure countries? Well, that was even a story for another day. Let's leave that one. But I was saying that listening to that news article and say other for pure countries. I say pure. They don't dilute our country. They don't dilute Nigeria. Wait a minute. What is the opposite of pure? Dirty, abi. What is it? Impure, unpure, impure, non-pure. Because I was just but dirty. The country don't dirty because some news when you hear it and some people say okay, other pure countries like Canada, like US, like UK, like Australia. Wait first, which country is now impure? Which country is now dirty? I mean, which country is, because sometimes the things they always say online, they always vex me sometimes. Yes, we know say our country is no good, but you understand which one is now pure and unpure? Because go hear me. I see anytime I remember that thing, I see the look pure, unpure, impure. It's like when you go down they look say so you pure like this. No, forget that one. Right? What we are trying to say is basic 12. You understand? But before we continue basic 12, if you want to take action now, you don't want them to be telling you story. You don't want to be part of they were saying it before, why not take action? Click on that link, aosglobal.org. You understand? Once you click on that link, follow the steps to the travel small small to Canada package. You just scroll down. Once you see the travel small small to Canada package, take action right now. Do you understand? Take action right now. Don't wait. until when they tell you say okay border don close, or when they tell you say okay any gbegbe person again no dey enter the country. Take action now, don't delay. Some people will delay and they will lose the big opportunity, they will lose it. You know, some of us that are in this country, no be say we dey this country because we dey qualified more than you. No, it's not that we are we are more qualified than you. It's because we took action faster. That's just the difference. That's just the difference. Some people say, me too sef I take action now, but they deny me. I say okay fine. E get plenty people like this wey dey like this for Canada wey be say they deny them, but they did not give up. Some people say they deny 2 times, 3 times. E get one of our clients wey be say she apply 3 times for visa, study visa, they deny am. Na the fourth time they approve am. How many times have you applied? And it's not just even about applying. It's not just about applying. How many times are you making sure that you apply better, you apply with more documents, you apply with a legit application, with a complete application. You don't just apply anyhow, because if you are applying but you are doing it anyhow, you will keep on getting anyhow results. You understand? And that's why some of you, you may start working alone, you may start doing it yourself, but especially when you have done it 1 time, 2 times, and you say that oh this thing not the easy again, it's better to outsource it. It's better to give someone that has done it, has succeeded, someone that at least, even if there's nobody, let me just tell you, because some people dey say what's the guarantee. E get people wey plenty wey come meet me, wey dey tell me say okay this person gba me, but I ask him that time, he say 100% guarantee. I say so he tell you say na 100% guarantee but they still deny you, but you still dey come to meet another person dey ask say is it 100% guarantee? Which sense you get? Because e dey always pain me. You understand? There is no 100% guarantee anywhere. Mark my words, there is no 100% guarantee in a visa, because you sef wey you dey look for guarantee, wetin be the guarantee wey be say you dey fly come Canada, plane no burst, or plane no, God forbid o, God forbid, but what is their guarantee that okay you are even moving from your own house going to airport, car no jam you? What's the guarantee that you will arrive at your destination safely? Nobody can guarantee what will happen in the future. No, even few weeks or few months, what am I going to say? Few seconds, not even months. Forget about hours. Few seconds after now, nobody can guarantee it. So you will be looking for 100%. No. Look for someone that has experience doing it, that the mistakes that you could have made, 80% of the mistakes that you could have made, they would avoid it, and you would have more assurance. You would have more probability of success with that kind of person. There is nobody, in fact, anybody that say it's 100%, you should be mindful of that person. That person dey whine you, and because they know you too, you are golugo, they keep on whining you. You understand? So don't be golugo. Some of the words wey I dey talk sef sometimes me sef I go just dey laugh. Don't be golugo. If you are golugo, you go allow another person dey tell you bobo. You understand? Sometimes I will be asking well educated people, some people with master PhD, and someone is telling you 100% and you are hearing because the person na IRCC abi, or the person na visa officer. You agbon. Let's move on. Now they said again, apart from them tackling illegal crossings that immigrants are doing, the bill C12 would also be tackling shipment of stolen vehicles and drugs. Some people dey think say Canada na heaven. Yes, I was like you too. When I was coming to Canada, I think say na heaven. A lot of issues dey, but the funny thing I always tell people is that some countries better pass another country in terms of issues. Yeah, they dey steal vehicle as if say na water. Omo, stolen drugs sef plenty. Ole ji ole gba. You understand? So, but now the beauty of these countries is that they are proactively looking for solutions and working towards bettering the lives of people. You understand? Bettering the lives of the citizens and also the residents that are in those countries. So that's the difference between some of these developing countries and developed countries. Is the difference. Do you understand? Now, if you look at the Parliament of Canada, I don't want to go into legal jargons, you understand? But what am I saying in essence is that now they say that immigration officers will now have more rights, more powers that if you go and submit incomplete application, or your application was seen to have fraud in it, or your visa, maybe for instance you apply for asylum before, you leave the country, you come back, they fit just cancel it, say okay, they deport you. You understand? They fit cancel your visa, they say they withhold it, you are no longer eligible. They fit, you understand? So you have to be careful, you have to make sure that, before this C12 comes into power, before it becomes law, for those who want to benefit from immigration, you have to act now. That's the basic discussion summary we are talking about today. You have to act now. Don't wait until when it is too late. You understand? Don't wait until when there will be more scrutiny. Because Canada now is saying that they will soon introduce new cancellation rules for visitor visa, for ETAs, for study permits, for even work permits. You did not hear me. They will soon be what? They will soon be focusing on cancelling people's visa. And if you are caught up with them, they said they will soon introduce stricter that will let immigration officers cancel visitor visas, cancel ETAs, electronic, cancel study permits, and cancel work on the spot. They no need to dey think am again o. They can be cancelling it, but if they see you and they say this guy face hard, and they investigate, they ask you some question, you no fit deny, abi you no fit talk, you no fit back up your claims, they can deny it on the spot. They can cancel your visa on the spot. Do you understand? So they said IRCC has released a new set of rules that explain exactly when temporary visas and permits can be cancelled, both visitor visa, study permit, work permit, ETAs. And this was announced November 4, 2025. Thank you, Kim Timeless. I see you like live. It was introduced what? November 4, 2025. Especially when the bill C12 now comes up, when they now enact it into law, the officer will be able to decide by seeing you and asking you a question. You understand? They can cancel discretionary. They can also cancel automatically. So what am I saying in essence? If you want to get your study permit, you want to get your work permit, you want to get your visitor visa, you want to get your ETA, click on the link, apply right now, aosglobal.org. You understand? Check your eligibility first to see if you are eligible. If you are eligible, fill the form. Fill the form that is on that website, aosglobal.org. Fill the form. If you are eligible, you will be informed, you will be called. If you are not, they will give you free material, freebie, books. Unlike us, free. You will not pay anything. You understand? If you are eligible, you will be able to discuss your options. Maximilian, he say, brother, oh. Na so e dey happen o. It's true. Let's continue. They say Canada brings new rules on when temporary visas can be cancelled. For years, they have said it, that officers had the power to cancel. Yes, they had the powers to cancel documents. They had the powers before. But the guidelines were a bit vague. It was not specific that, okay, if someone do this, cancel it. If someone do this, it was not specific. Now, they said, but due to the new update, if someone becomes ineligible, inadmissible, or was approved by mistake, IRCC now has what? Has solid grounds to act. Here we always educate people. Here we are telling you, if you become ineligible, how can you become ineligible? They gave some instances for different visas. Okay, Maximilian is saying from Montreal, Canada. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. So this is a Canadian resident, and see, it is not play again. It is not play. This one, Canada means business. They mean business. You understand? So what they are saying is, if you become inadmissible, maybe how do you become inadmissible? Maybe because of medical inadmissibility or criminal inadmissibility. You fit go, they fit comot you for Canada like so. Wọ́n máa sọ pé in Yorùbá wàá parẹ́ bí iṣó. You know what they mean, parẹ́ bí iṣó? When you vanish like mess. If you vanish like mess, That is what they are trying to say. Oh, they can cancel any visa now. People say before you open your eye, close your eye. You don't back where you don't want to go. They don't carry you go where you don't know. You understand? So IRCC now has solid grounds, solid legal grounds. It's not something legal, something legal grounds to what? To act and to what? To cancel people application. To okay, it was even application we were thinking of before. It was even application. They were deliberating on canceling application because of the what? Because of the backlogs. But now they are now not only talking about application. They say if you don't even get visa before, they fit cancel am o. Okay, let's move on. They say under the new section 180.1 and section 180.2, a visitor visa can be cancelled for several reasons, such as administrative error. Sometimes when I dey always look wetin dem dey talk, I dey always look say what do they mean by administrative error? The thing sometimes the grammar no dey wan smooth. But administrative error, shey na me talk say make dem make error? But what I'm just trying to let you know pe these things are already they are already deliberating on it, and if it comes into law, you have to see take action now when you have that opportunity. They say due to administrative error or loss of eligibility, or when you become inadmissible after the visa was issued, after it was issued o, and not leaving the country when required. Now look at it. If you did not leave country, na visitor visa you get, 6 months don pass, you still talk say okay I fit renew, you still talk say okay I fit do visa wetin dey call am again, visa shey retraction abi make you tell oyinbo yen. But now they can cancel your visa, and it doesn't always end there o. If they cancel your visa and they catch you, they fit deport you. So they said the update further explains that a visa also becomes automatically void. It becomes automatically void if the person becomes a permanent resident, loses the passport linked to the visa, or in cases of the person's demise, the person don kpai go. If the person don kpai go, the visa is void. If the person, you wey be say you no know how keep your treasures, you know I no know say international passport na treasure. You no know how to keep your treasure, you just go and lose your international passport anyhow, you go lost am, you go do lost but found, ó ti lọ nìyẹn o. The visa, no go blame travel agent wey give you visa, you go lost passport, ó ti lọ nìyẹn o. The visa don go be that o. You understand? Or maybe a temporary resident now became a permanent resident. Of course, that permanent residency status is more than temporary resident. So that one na positive news for that one. Now, for instance, they are giving us instances now of when can you really truly lose your visa? When can it, you understand, be void? They say, for instance, a business visitor, people where they always they come say, okay, they want to visitor visa. Okay, yeah. They say a business visitor who loses their job abroad. Now look at it, oh, you lose your job abroad, especially people that are using it as basis where I don't know anything, they did not tell me, I don't know. You understand? I come Canada, okay, but as I dey Canada, I dey do tourism, I dey do visits, and so because of that, you want to use that as a basis of seeking asylum. You understand that? Okay, so they pursue me. You understand? See, they are telling you if you lose your job abroad, because what is the job abroad? The job abroad was the basis of you getting the visitor visa in the first place. They said, but then you now apply for a work permit extension in Canada and get refused. You may have your original TRV, your temporary residency visa, before cancelled. Before that, it may be valid. Now it is going to be cancelled under section 180.1E. Then I said, or in another case, if an officer learns that an applicant submitted fake financial documents, these documents where you submit, especially people that don't have sense, you are coming to Canada, especially as a visitor already, you already have your visitor visa, but you do not have money with you. You did not collect hotel, you did not collect kini, you come, you are not able to show proof of your financial sustainability. You're not able to show proof of your funds. You understand? On your phone, because sometimes they were even saying it in airports, they are looking at people's phones now. You understand? You are not able to show it. You are going. You're about to sweet. You get some things where we say you know we talk for English film. You got a kabobo. If you go to kabobo for a part of visa officer, They can what? They can deny they can cancel it. They will cancel your TRV, your temporary residency visa. Yes, Octec, thank you for liking our life. They can cancel it for misrepresentation even before the person enters Canada. Look at it oh. You wey you don get visa, you don happy. Especially like some of our clients. That time there was one client that time, Mr. Yemi, that he got his visa. That was, is it December or when did he even get his visa? He did not come till like April. God forbid though, even though him is already in Canada already, so there's no issue. But let's say another person now apply. You don't apply, you don't get confidence, say they don't give you visa. You now wait. You no comot your country, you wait. Say, okay, let me first still be chilling. You know, resemble me. Me wey be say before visa don land, I don set. Visa land like this, yeah, I no wan hear anything. Go back or come on. If like say you no know how the thing dey sweet me that time. You understand? Before visa come, I don set. E come like this, yeah, I no wan hear Emi get go back or come, no tell me anything. I dey come Canada. So you go dey wait, you go dey dull am. They no even find out at the end of the day say the proof of fund wey you use na fake. They no go even wait say make you come Canada. You understand? Na from your country they go don deny you. So you go just go airport maybe like after 2 months, say okay, make I just still relax. I don get my visitor visa. Make I no just, you go just enter airport. You wey be say okay, you don wait for 2 months, 3 months, especially people wey no get sense, wey go don dey sell properties. You understand? As they dey go say okay, na January I dey go, na November I dey, make I first sell my properties since I no go dey here, sell my properties. You understand? Wire money. Some people, some of them dey even dey wire money already go the country where they go. You understand? You not do everything. Time say make you not go airport. You not go airport. You not tender the visa to the, you understand, to the person wey dey airport. Then after you say you no get visa again. You go one craze for airport. Because if na me, I feel old. I feel old. I fit hold the neck of the man. Say wetin you say. Say wetin you say. I no get wetin. You understand? I fit hold the neck. Say calm down. No play with me. You understand? Because no go wait. Na the advice I dey tell you now. No go wait. You get visa today. I say me that time, if the time when they don tell me say okay, visa don dey come, I don dey plan. I don dey plan say okay, ticket how e go be. I see am like this, yeah, no wait. Some people no say, you no get me. Oh, tell say you plant. As it so, I don't know wetin plant be, but japa o. So don't like, of course, even before you even know wait, make sure you make use of good documents. You understand? To be serious, on a serious note, use documents that will give you peace of mind. Use documents that will give you peace of mind. Documents that are legit. Documents that are real. You understand? So that you don't have to stress yourself for nothing. You understand? Because the truth about it is applications for a visa is not easy. So it's better that things that is not even easy in the first place, do it to a way that you feel confident of it. Do it in a way that you will feel at rest. You don't have to be, you understand, scared of anything. You get, even though there's no how you do real things. I remember when I was to redo am, you will still be scared that will they approve you or not. But let it be that one. Let it be the issue of okay, you are scared of the outcome, not that you are not scared of the document that you submitted. Or, you understand what I'm trying to say? All right, let's move on. So they say, what is the Canada's new rule for ETAs? ETAs is electronic travel authorizations. They say section 12.07 and section 12.08 offer similar rules for electronic travel authorizations. You understand? ETAs. They say an officer can cancel an ETA if, for this one are for Europeans or people that are coming from all those countries that, you understand, just need ETAs that don't need visa. If the traveler becomes criminally inadmissible, their passport becomes invalid, or in cases when the ETA was issued by mistake. make dem no go do mistake for for some European ETA. Na Nigerians I know say wọ́n máa ń lẹ́gò mọ́ orí àwọn èèyàn but some Europeans dey fit burst out to vex. You understand? Sometimes I always watch some comedy like, you understand, airport scenes of what some Europeans do in the airport. And oh boy, you no wan vex European o. So let us leave that one. So for instance, when is the instance that they can cancel an ETA? They said if a French traveler, maybe someone coming from France or Belgium, you understand? If a French traveler who gets an ETA but is later convicted of a serious crime, maybe, traveling under the influence is a big crime. Oh, it's a big crime. Na Nigeria wey be say you fit travel, you fit drive anyhow. Go do am for Canada. Na serious crime, especially when you are not traveling, especially with a baby on board, or you travel and you hit passenger. Omo, na law. You sef you no go even like yourself sef. Or you go dey drive, you no get insurance. You don finish. And they catch you. Ó ti lọ, sọ pé ó ti lọ. Ó ti lọ ni. They go collect your, what do they call am? They go collect your license, your driver license, and you have demerit point. Shebi na even wetin I dey even talk. Apart from demerit point, they fit charge you to court. No be say you go jail o. So let's be guided. But what they are saying is, if people, maybe for instance, they are coming from Germany or coming from France, and that one has already committed traveling under the influence, you understand, DUI in France. The fact say you don commit am for France, you fit come Canada wey dey deny you visa or dey deny you ETA, electronic travel authorization. They talk say okay, they cancel am, you no fit enter the country because of that thing wey you commit for France. So let's be guided. Don't overdo. If you no wan drive or you no fit drive humbly, leave the driving. Let the people that are sane, people that have sense, drive. Be joyfully entering your co-pe. Is there a co-pe for abroad? Be entering your bus. You understand? Leave driving for people that are safe. Okay. All right. Then I said, if peradventure they renew their passport, if you renew your passport, but you forgot to apply for a new ETA, the old one becomes invalid automatically. So what are they saying in essence? They are saying that, see, if you want to apply for visa, I even always tell people, it's unwise for you to apply for a visa and use a old passport. Don't use old passport. Use new passport. You understand? Use new passport. You no fit get am for your city. Go to another city, go get your passport. No waste time. Get passport that has long years of validity. Once is already clocking 6 months to expire, 7 months to expire, no trial, use apply. You will be at a disadvantage. You just waste money for visa. Go reapply, get another new visa, another new passport. Now use that passport later on to apply for visa. You understand the idea? Okay. Now, changes to study permit and work permit. Look at this one. Changes to study permit and work permit. They say study permit now fall under section 222.7 and 222.8 of the bill, and work permit under section 209.01 and section 209.02. They say IRCC can cancel a study or work permit if it was issued by error. That error, they always error me sef, because I dey always look say wetin be error, but no leave that one. Or when the person no longer meets the eligibility rules. Okay, you say you wan come study, but at the end of the day, they find out say okay, the study wey you wan study, you no qualify for the study. They fit cancel your visa. You don get am, but you got the visa, but they can cancel the visa. They say automatic cancellation happens if the person becomes a permanent resident or if the person dies. Of course, if someone die, it's not ghost that we use visa before that. It's person that is alive. So if officers can also cancel, they say officers can also cancel a work permit if it was granted due to an oversight, such as failing to check an LMIA or employer eligibility. This was bad, go. I had one clarity call with one woman for free, and she was saying that time when caregiver you understand, when caregiver was popular during this year, when they were inviting people and people were getting opportunity, and she got one employer, you understand, IRCC say no, this employer was not eligible, but of course the employer gave her. Some people don't know all these things. That's what we always say, be well informed, be well informed. Don't do anything anyhow. Not be Nigeria, not be Africa wey be say kini. You have to be informed. You have to make sure that if oyinbo is yes or no, there's no maybe. Some people no know these things. There's no maybe, it is yes or no. You understand? Okay, is yes or no. Avoid maybes. So you say, for instance, if a student college or university is later found to be non-compliant with IRCC's DLI list, the permit can be cancelled because of an administrative error. For instance, you go school, you go apply for school, you pay for school fees, and that school at the end of the day is not part of DLIs. Ó ti lọ nìyẹn. They give you visa, but at the end of the day, before you come school or before you even start school, they don't collect the visa back. You are deported nìyẹn. Ó ti lọ. The school don't collect the money. Although you fit ask for refund, but and them too, they have their own rules. They can decide to give you or not give you. Or if they give you, if you no complete, but at the end of the day, ó ti lọ. You understand? Rather than a travel ticket where you waste money for, or being so avoid stories that touch. That's what I'm trying to say. Avoid stories that what that touch, because it's not like one man that always say kini tó bá ti lọ agbẹjọ́rò ló kù, na story remain, na story go just dey talk pé okay yes that time na so I get visa o. Na so dey collect am o, e don become story o. You understand? So a work permit tied to an employer who turns out to be non-compliant can also be pulled back. So sometimes don't be applying for job anyhow. Some people no understand these things. You are just applying, say okay, let me just get job, let me just do anyhow, let me just, and of course they give you job. You even get some job, people say they don't collect money from you, illegal things. Na illegal, but they go still collect money, you go still pay for rubbish. Okay. So avoid you collecting job anyhow. Find out yourself, is this employer eligible? How will you find out? Browse it, all these things. The internet is your friend. You understand? Some people are coming to social media, yeah, I'm stuck. But you cannot go to Google or ChatGPT and ask question. And you're saying you did not know, they did not tell you. My travel agent is gonna, as I will always tell you, don't scam yourself. One of the ways to scam yourself is to allow people just be telling you anything anyhow. You too do your findings. You understand? You too do your research. Eh? As you know English, na so me I know English. You understand? At least if forget say you may not go bachelors or you may not do master, but at least you go secondary school. You not go at least you do primary. You not even do primary, at least you shall know pidgin. You understand? You get some things where they put for pidgin for online now. Read it. You understand? Read it. Don't be caught that I don't know, they not tell me. The employer did not inform me. The school did not tell me. Now you not tell yourself. Oh. You understand? Now you not tell yourself. No blame anybody. Now you go blame. So again, they are saying if someone got a study permit, a work permit, or visa under a temporary public policy waiver, something used for emergencies or humanitarian situations, that waive issue cannot later be used as a reason to cancel their documents. Thank God for this one. But this one a special case, so they will not cancel documents for special case. This helps protect people who were approved under special circumstances. People will be say, for instance, maybe like what happened in Ukraine, that okay, they were giving people that were coming from Ukraine because of Russia and Ukraine war. You understand? If you know talk, say okay, now mistake later on, they will not cancel because that place that time it was war zone. So they feel if that kind of issue, you understand? Say okay, this one they don't feel cancel you because the person don't get anywhere go. Now moving on, they said the new rules replace guesswork with clear legal language. Before when we say they feel cancel too, but they not just they cancel anyhow because they now have backing. Now they have backing, they have support, they have clear guidelines to, you understand, cancel. So earlier officers had to rely on broad general powers, but now no be general power o. Now each category has its own section, each category has its own specific power. Once they say okay, this one don give us fabu for financial documents, okay oya, wetin be the next? Cancel am. And if you cancel am, if you don dey Canada, oya, and dey go escort am, make dey go back home. So avoid it. That's the idea. That's what we're telling you. You are being informed now so that you avoid stories that touch in the future. You are being informed now so that you not say I no know, they not tell me. All those ones, there's no ignorance in front of the law. Ó ti gbọ́? Ó ti lọ nìyẹn.
They said the government has been trying to manage temporary resident numbers. The numbers of people that are coming as visitors, e don plenty. Coming as students, it have happier. Temporary foreign worker, in fact, they no want am again. So they are trying to do everything to reduce the amount of people that are coming to the country through temporary residency. And that's why I always say it. Every time I always say it. Permanent residency is the thing that will give you peace of mind. Some people say 40 years and 50 years is not awawi. You understand? People have been coming to the country and they will keep on coming into the country that are over age 40, 50, 60. But the truth is, you are giving excuse. But people that are coming are taking action. That is the difference between you. You are looking for excuse. In fact, you know the funny thing, even people that are young, 20 years old, 25 years old, 30 years, them too, they are giving excuse. So you are not new. The excuses are not new. Some people say I don't have money. Cool, share, well done. You understand? You don't have money, but you want good life. You don't get money, but na good life you want. You dey still dey look for just sponsorship, cool, share, scholarship, and you get C, you get E, you get D, call God, well done. You will still be in your country. This one no be say kini, we dey tell you fact. If you want to take action, take action. There are some people, there are some wise people that okay, there's someone that just bought my book, Funding Your Move Abroad. You understand? We have seen people getting that book of late now. And many of these people, they also complained, I don't have money. But they took action to learn. Okay, how can I learn how to make money so that today I can say I don't have money, but tomorrow I fit get money because I'm learning what is working. I'm learning what I can do to make money out of the book that I have actually gotten. You understand? Brown eyes, thank you very much for liking the live session. Don't be like people that will be giving excuses. Excuse have been given since the time immemorial, and it will keep. People will be giving excuses. There are some people that always have a clarity call that will always talk, and I will tell them, I say, okay, the excuse you gave yesterday, shebi you still dey today? You say yes. You know, some people don't understand. They don't understand terminology. You say you don't have money yesterday, today you don't have money too. I say yes, okay. They don't understand terminology. What we are trying to explain to them is that the same money you did not have yesterday that you are complaining to you don't have today, tomorrow too, if you don't take action, you won't have that same money. And at the end of the day, you will still be where you want. You understand? Many people will click on our advert on TikTok. They will click on our advert on Meta. They will say they want to travel. You understand? But the same yesterday they were looking for just sponsorship. Today na scholarship. Tomorrow they will be looking for something free again. But at the end of the day, why are you looking for scholarship? I don't get money. Okay, you didn't have money yesterday. Today you don't have money. Abi. Tomorrow too, you will not have money. Okay, keep on not having money. Keep on complaining on not having money, and keep on still wishing to want to travel. Because if you are not taking action, proactive action to make sure your status quo gets better, you are always wishing. That's the difference from someone that is wishing and someone that has a strong desire. If you have a strong desire, you will be determined to make sure that okay, my current circumstances is bad. I can't doubt it. I don't have money now. But what can I do now to ensure that even though I don't have money now, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, I will have money. Do you know there are some people that I like them on our live sessions? There are some people that I like them on our email list. Last year, they say, please help me now. I don't have money, but help me. But you want travel, you want good thing, but you don't want to pay for it. I say, okay, no problem. I give them free book. This year again, they call, please now, have you got this scholarship for me? Because now me they manufacture scholarship. Have you got this scholarship for me? Please, I still want to travel. Okay, I said this year too. I mean, no problem. You are still looking for freebie. There's nothing wrong. We give them free online course. Say take online course. You understand? But they don't take action. You can read book from tomorrow. If you don't take action, you will not achieve anything with the book. You can get access to online course. If you don't take proactive action, you will not benefit from it. It's as simple as that. Heaven help those who help themselves, as they say. If you don't help yourself, you won't get anything. See, if people talk from today to tomorrow, if you don't take action, you won't get anything out of it. It's as simple as it's the basic law of life. You don't take action, you won't get any results. You won't get what? No results. Let's move on.
They keep on saying it. These new rules, the new rules by IRCC, they stated it again that the new rules replace guesswork. Okay, I've read that one. They said the government of Canada has been trying to manage temporary resident numbers. We have said that. They said these changes are part of efforts that include stronger post-arrival checks, battling fraud, more data sharing, tighter rules on who qualifies for study and work permits, and a focus on weeding how to misuse and overstays. You know, some people, their own desire is that, oh boy, man no go come, man come Canada. Post arrival checks are real. If you are coming to Canada, make sure that all the documents that you use to apply, you have them when you are coming into the country. You understand? Don't avoid fraud, avoid misrepresentation, avoid doing things that you cannot back up. Because at the end of the day, if you come, there's nothing more painful than you getting entry into the country, and at the port of entry in the airport, they deny you entry. No, you getting visa. You first got visa into from Nigeria or from any country you are coming from. You got the visa, right? But you know, sometimes you get some people wey be say they don't even go house again. That is even the worst story. You see the story I painted, those that have sold their houses, those that have sold their land, that they say, okay, they are coming for greener pasture, right? They now enter airport. Now for airport, they now tell them, say, okay, you have to be deported because you don't qualify for the visa. Omo, blood. It's not joke. Oh, it happens. This thing happens real life. Oh. This one is not story that they are telling. It happens real life to people. So avoid issues down the line that when you now arrive, there will not be post arrival issues that, okay, those people they dey always talk say na their village people, but sometimes I dey always tell them say, see, no be your village people o. Na you no take this thing serious. You think say because you don get visa, you don finish. You never finish o. You understand? You have to ensure that you are on top of your game. You understand? Because there are more rules on even people entering for study now and work now. Before wey be say any LMIA, they could, once you don get LMIA, you can just say, okay, you are come. Now they are looking at things very well. Admissions, if you know, okay, even PAL, the PAL, they say they will soon close it now, that you may not need to be submitting PAL from January. You understand? But people that are still submitting now, they are still looking at it. They are looking at application now. So ensure that you have all those things that are required for you to come study or work in the country. Because now they are focused on, you understand, eliminating misuse and overstay. Especially people that, okay, their visa has expired. Their visa has expired. Maybe they came through, they no leave the country. They come work permit. Their contract 1 year don expire, they no wan leave. Or you came through visitor visa and 6 months don go. You know, there's something they call visitor visa extension, which is known as visitor record. You can extend your stay legally. This one, I've done it for people severally. You can extend your stay legally. So, okay, they gave you visa. Because some people think that once you have, maybe like, for example, 5 years, your validity of visitor visa is 5. That does not mean you will stay in Canada for the whole 5 years. Oh. Let's be guided. Oh. If they did not stamp your visa at the port of entry, the visa officer, if they don't stamp it, say, okay, this is when you leave, automatically, from the previous rules, it means that you have to stay in Canada for 6 months. But after that 6 months, if it is one day after the 6 months, you become an illegal immigrant. Some people don't know. Canada will not chase you. That's something about them. They not be like US, where they go, they chase immigrants. It's you that will chase yourself. At the end of the day, when you see that you cannot do anything in the country, if you enter, you go say you want the drive. If they catch you for a road, and it's very simple, camera they catch you for road. Once they pull you over, now for pull over, they go detain you for, you understand, for police station. From detention, you no get valid reason wey be say you still dey Canada when your visa don expire. They go help. I like the country. The country are very, very considerate. They fit think say you no get money for visa for for ticket. They will voluntarily help you to book air flight. From detention, na off you go. You don't go be that too. So
Avoid stories that touch. That is what we are trying to say here. Avoid stories that touch. You understand? Thank you, AI agent BC. I see you followed our live session. Avoid stories that touch. Don't be like, shebi dey say, but dey tell me say you know some people, see, ignorance is never an excuse in front of the law. Fields, thank you for liking our live session. Ignorance is not an excuse. You say, but my agent told me that my visa is valid for 5 years. Na awawi be that. Or it's valid for 7 years. Na awawi you dey talk. Go and know, go and understand. Once you have a visitor visa, it's for 6 months. Now, I was talking about visitor visa extension. We have done it for people severally. If you want to extend your visitor visa, you can extend it legally. You will reapply the same way you apply for visitor visa. You have to do a fresh application to reapply that. Okay, yes, so I want to extend my stay. Okay, I don't use 6 months, but I still like the country. I want to visit again, but I want to extend the visitor visa wey I don get. You will not wait for the current visitor visa that you have to expire o. Don't wait. Let's say for example you collect visitor visa, or okay, you enter the country maybe like July 1st. Before now, even the 6 months wey we dey talk, people no know it is 180 days. Is not, because there are some 6 months that can be 183 days. Omo, if you go and wait till when it is 183 days, you are already an illegal immigrant. Make you dey hear like that, you are already an illegal immigrant. So before 180 days, in fact, what they always say is before 2 months, that is the best time to apply, for them to know that yes, you are truly lawful. Number one, you give them time to check your visitor visa record, your visitor visa extension application, and you give them time to decide whether they should give you the extension or not. But okay, your visa want to expire in 2 days, or you want to expire in a week, and you are applying this week. In fact, that one na you don tell them where you dey, because when you don apply, you don tell them say na here I dey o. If they did not accept your visitor visa extension, they will already know where you are. So it's easier for them to say, okay, border agency, yeah, go to that house. Now, guy, get that guy. They will come pay you a visit, and once they visit, they will just give you, okay, yes, we rejected your application, yes. You understand? So yeah, pack your bags. Let's escort you to the airport. I never buy tickets. You say, no worry, no worry. The government has bought it for you. Just avoid it too. I don't tell you that. So what we are trying to say in essence is they are trying to combat misuse of visas through this bill C12 and overstays, people that are overstaying their visa. Your visa don expire after 7 months, you still dey the country. And I do tell people, that's why me, I hate stories that touch. I like clarity. And that's why I always advise people who always ask, what's the best visa? What's the best visa? I say, for me, the best visa I've ever seen in this country that will give you peace of mind is permanent residency. Is what? Permanent residency. Any other one you are doing, just know that it has a limited time. It has expiry date. Even permanent residents too have expiry date too. But the difference is, before the expiry date, which is 5 years, you fit decide say, okay, after 3 years, I don stay this country before now. I don't know, I become citizen. Within 3 years, you become a citizen with permanent residency. But we study, they no born you well. They no born you well. You get study permit. In fact, stay here 4 years. You know, there are some people that are wise. I like them very well. They come to the country, they want to study 2-year diploma. Before that 2-year diploma expire, they say, okay, you get one person, very rich guy. He say he's not rich. Say, the guy is doing work, he's working and studying. I say you are rich now, because if you are not rich, you no go finish one 2-year course. You spend like $26,000. You no be naira. You now go enroll for another 2-year course again, do another study permit again to be able to stay. But he say no now. I want to switch my. I don't want to become a legal immigrant. I want to, you understand, still stay back in the country. Okay, you want to still stay back in the country. Now why you go waste another $24,000 for another? So in total, you don't spend like 50K. 50 pa. You don't spend 50 pa for Canada. You no collect PR. I don't know how people dey reason. You have wasted $50K. No be shey o. And they talk say Nigerians no get money, but you confidently give school say collect 4 years. No be say you dey do bachelor o, you give them collect. You understand? But at the end of the day, after that, after 2 years again, you go still wan do another course again abi? He say no 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 no. So you go apply for P. I say why you no apply for P at that time? He say he did not know that it will quickly expire, that 2 years don quickly come. Some people no understand. So you don't understand that thing, that once you have been given a visa, the validity has started expiring. So you have to be proactive, that as soon as you land the country, the way you are doing school to ensure that, okay, that is if you want to stay back. Oh, there are some people that genuinely they want to come to the country, study for 2 years and go back. I love those kind of people. They don't complicate the issues. They don't complicate the issues. If you are like that, I really appreciate you. Go back to the country and go and be helping your country. You understand? But if you are part of us that you want to say, okay, oh, I die here, na japa finish, I dey do. Oh. You understand? Start working on your permanent residency before the expiry of your visa. You know, there are some people that have done study, and our consultants always tell them that as soon as you have entered, know that your visa is expiring. That's the best advice I can ever say. Like, as soon as so don't just wait. You say, ah, no, let me first work first and make money. You know that I still have to pay school fees. I don't have a lot of money. If you can, I say, okay, keep on at it. You go work. That work sef, e go tire you. The money sef you dey make, e no go dey enough. And at the end of the day, the same complaint wey you dey complain before you enter the country, you go still dey complain am when you enter. Is dis same people that will come online that will be saying, ah, Canada is scam, Canada you just work, you no make living, you just do this. Say shut up. You understand? They no give you OC well, you no collect the OC. If you collect the OC, you go understand. It's not about, see, some people will say they are looking for work. Everything is not about work. If you don't have status in Canada is like security. You leave Nigeria, you say, okay, because they kidnap you, because there's no life, say, safety or security of life and property, you leave Nigeria, you now come to a first world country like Canada, but you did not secure your papers first. You did not give yourself security. In fact, you still make yourself target. You still make yourself what? Sometimes they go say Igaya Olosha. They say, how did they say that way? Say any koni level tabi Igaya Olosha ni abi wetin dey call. I don't forget that way. But at the end of the day, na you sef be your own Igaya Olosha. You understand? Because na you go. Yes, you got the visa. Yes, you enter Canada. But the work wey you dey do, the study wey you dey do, it has blinded your eye to the reality that if you no get visa, you still be like criminal. That's nkan tí mo fi lè wé nìyẹn. That's what I can use and you understand the similitude of it. Because after that 2 years expire, after that 1 year goes, you are still back to square one. Back to square one for looking for another visa that will allow you to stay back. There was one of my persons that I saw on Facebook that the guy is not a guy actually, he's an elderly man. He went to the UK. You know, UK anytime, and the people don't fly go UK. They don't fly. Very easy country to enter. You understand? They don't fly. He fly. He first go. You understand? I be like say na him and his wife. He first go. You understand? Struggle. Just study now. You know that study be very very easy now. You understand? He now go there. He pay first tuition. You know that time now half abi how they dey first pay installment before they pay deposit. You know how they dey do am. E now reach time to pay the full money, like the other money. He say they don dey call am for senate, say if you no pay you go lose his admission. And he don do like 1 year. And now they wonder, say, but wait, shebi na school work and study una go dey do there, you dey study, the wife dey work. I say, even with the work, the money they are making is still not enough to pay bills. It's still not enough to, you understand, talk less of now to pay for tuition. So now they're asking for money. You understand, they are soliciting help to actually get the school fees. And I say, wait, I say, me, no, see, let's sometimes sentiment, let's put it aside. Let's leave sentiment. Let's be rational in our thinking. Let's be rational in our understanding. Me, that I know myself, I know that I cannot go to one school or come to one country and be battling paying school fees. That is why me myself, when I wanted to come to Canada, I decided that I did not want to come through school. Oh, I no get the money for school. Oh, leave sentiment. You know, so I know I didn't, because I couldn't afford it. And I know say if I even wan work ìlú òyìnbó, I wan come dey work to dey enjoy my life. I no want to dey work to dey give one school tuition fee. Say okay, I go now make $10,000 you understand, within like a 2 month period or 3 month period or anytime period. I get the money, count am, 1K, 2K, 3K, 4K, up until 10K. I go now go with my own hand go give school again pé take o my tuition fee o. So let's assume pé okay o, I dey come school like I dey go UK, but na work and study I dey go do. So me, I will now go and give willfully the money that I now work for, wey be say e fit be say I dey kógbe arúgbó ni, abi I dey dàtọ̀ ọmọdé ni, abi you understand, I dey change diaper ni, abi I dey wash for dead body place ni. So at least anything I sha dey do I go now collect that money after all the stress, now go, you know, many of those work we go do shift for morning, shift for night, and morning shift, afternoon shift. Rashida, please jọ fún mi ní charger laptop yìí, ó ti low. You understand? So I go now go pack shit for morning or for night or for midnight, but at the end of the day now go give school the tuition money. Say okay, take o, na the money be this. You understand? So it will now look as if I dey work, bamboo dey shop. Because at the end of the day na paper dey go still give me say dey collect certificate. You understand? I knew, let's leave sentiment aside, I knew I didn't want to have that life abroad. It's very simple. I knew I couldn't afford to have that life abroad. So me, I now knew it. I did not pursue it. You that you not pursue it, you did not have the money. It's now me that want better life. You're not coming to me to say, okay, give me money for tuition fee. So I was not asking, I said, okay, wait, how much is the tuition fee? Is it like 15 pounds? I say, okay. How much have you gotten? He say like 2,000 pounds. I said, wait, 2,000 pounds. Out of how much? Out of 15 pounds. So how much remaining? He said like 13 pounds. So who go pay that 13 pounds? Oh, sorry, my people, they charge my phone. I will that 13 pounds. They say he's trying to gather money around. I say, okay. So, for instance, now if someone give you £1, you understand? How it go be? You say you go try and sort for the other pounds for everywhere. So, okay. Assuming now you now get the pounds, they give you the money. What is now the next thing? You say now to complete the studies. Okay, if you not complete the study, what is the next thing? Now to try to seek for work. You know, so at the end of the day, you now realize that you know you didn't have this money. You know you didn't say no. When you go get there, you figure it out. You don't want to figure it out, but you want to be stressing other people that didn't have or didn't want to waste their own money on the so-called going to go to school, going to go and get pali, and you understand all these things. So please, what I'm trying to say at the end of the day is don't put yourself in harm's way when it comes to coming abroad. Abroad sweet for person wey come very well. Even if you are 40 years, there are people that are still 40 plus, 45 plus, 50 plus that are coming to Canada the right way. What's the right way? Depending on what you want to come and achieve and what will not be a burden to another person. Don't be a burden to another person. If na study you wan come with it, but no disturb another person say make dey look for tuition fee for you. If na work you wan come, work diligently, keep on working, no disturb another person say your work visa don wan expire, make dey help you look for you understand. Dey your day. That's something about oyinbo. And if na PR wey you want, do something that will give you rest of mind. That's the idea. Do something that will give you rest of mind.
Okay, Everlight is saying, what about temporary work permits? They have talked about it here. Temporary work permit too in Canada is also under scrutiny. They have said it. If someone got a work permit, you understand, and the work permit you got, it is a work permit that at the end of the day, maybe your employer was not eligible to give work permit. He give you work permit, you go dey happy. But at the end of the day, they now find out say the work permit na goes back from a company wey be say no dey eligible. You don get the work permit o, but the company is not eligible, and because they are not eligible, IRCC will what? They will cancel your own visa. And if they cancel your visa, na otilo be that. If you still dey Nigeria, if you go airport, they go talk say you no get visa. If you dey Canada, they fit escort you at the port of entry for airport, say make dem deport you go back. No be your fault o, but again still na your fault because the company, you no do your own research well to know that is this company part of the list of companies that are eligible for issuing temporary work permit, for helping with valid job offers. You understand? So you have to make your findings. That's the reason why we are in this live session. Make your findings. Don't tell another person say, the travel agent did not tell me. Oh, I did not know. That there's no ignorance is not an excuse. You understand? In the law oyinbo, in fact, if you dey tell oyinbo say I did not know, the thing dey always vex them more. You understand? So that's it o. A lot of documentaries I've watched. Okay, police stop you, you dey drive pass wetin dey call am speed limit. You now drive maybe na 40 kilometer per hour, you now drive 52 kilometer, you now say sorry, I did not know. The thing dey vex them because you did not know and you are driving, so you are incompetent. That's what na wetin dey go count am as o. So you are incompetent. You mean you were not looking at the speed limit? Oh, I did not know that I'm meant to look at this. Oh, so which driving school? You understand? You are implicating yourself with say I did not know. You are implicating yourself with say they did not tell me. Some people no know. They still say na Nigeria. You are implicating yourself more because that is one of the things they will use and be giving you tickets, or sometimes they can even hold your license. They can so there is no way I did not know. There is no way. Please help me. You know, Nigeria na when they go say please. They no dey hear those ones for here o. Okay. Everlight is saying open work permit, temporary work permit. That's what I mean. I've said it. Whether it is open or okay, sorry. Now maybe you are not specific enough. Open work permit. People that get open work permit are not people that are coming from outside Canada. Do you understand? Or then let me rephrase. There may be people that are coming from outside Canada, but people that have spousal open work permit. SOWP, spousal open work permit. So if you have your wife, for example, she's in school, she's a student, she has active study permit. Now mind the words o, active. It's not that she just anyhow, she get active study permit. If she has active study permit, you as the husband can come into Canada with spousal open work permit to come and work if she is eligible to actually help you with that open work permit. So if she is studying maybe in the master's level, in the PhD level, you can have the opportunity to work in Canada because that's one of the criteria now. They are not just giving everybody work permit. They are not just giving everybody open work permit. But if she becomes ineligible, na otilo be that too. Because you yourself, your own work permit too will be rendered what? Invalid. It will be void and null. Okay, Owoyemi liked the live. Thank you very much, Owoyemi. Okay, I see him on the live. Do you want to ask any question? Are you enjoying us? You have any comments? Or are you also in Canada? Yes, let us know. If you're in Canada, you want to give us updates. Yes, what do you say? I'm not hearing what you said, well, though. What did you say?
I enter your DM and I feel some form there. And I'm expecting some message from my email.
Well, if you're talking about our website, aosglobal.org, If you click on aosglobal.org, you will see the travel small small to Canada package there. Once you click on the travel small small to Canada package, you see the form. There's a form that will pop up. That form, you must fill it to the end. And once you fill it to the end, there's a place that you would also see that would kind of upsell you to either getting our books. If you don't want to get our books, you don't want to pay for anything, just click on checklist, checkout. Once you click on checkout, it will ask for your name, your phone number, and your email. If you have not filled your name, your phone number, and your email, you have still not completed the form. So you can never receive any email message from us. If it is when you have you have put your name, your email, and your phone number, right? Okay, so if you have put that, our team members are going to reach out to you. Today is weekend. Today is Saturday. They may not be able to reach, and this is even the night already. Nobody works during this time. So it may take maybe Sunday, it may be Monday that they are going to reach out to you. Once you have filled your form, you will receive an email, however, an automatic email. If you have truly filled out the form completely, you will receive, it's because computer is AI. They can there's no it's can they can't glitch cannot happen like that at the end of the day you will not receive it. If you truly filled the form completely, you put your name, email, and phone number at the last part of the form. If you don't receive it on your inbox, you may receive it on your spam folder or your promotions folder. So you can actually check your spam folder, your promotion folder, to ensure that you receive that email. You will get that email to show that yes, you have successfully completed the eligibility form. And once you have completed it, we are going to see it in our end, and later on one of our team members would reach out to you. So for those who have not, don't forget you can click on aosglobal.org. You understand? Apply right now. It's free to apply. You don't pay anything. It's free to actually for us to see if you're eligible for what you say you want to, whether it is study abroad, you want to come for to Canada, work abroad, visitor visa, asylum, you understand, refugee or permanent residency. Fill it. If you fill the form completely, putting down your name, phone number, and email at the end, we are going to reach out to you later on. One of us, it may not be me, it may be one of our team members that will reach out to you. So kindly exercise patience. If you have fully submitted the form, we are going to reach out to you later on. All right. Thank you very much. Okay. Now, I wanted to talk about another topic today. And this topic is a topic of, we are talking about those taking action fast. If you want to take action fast, especially for like the bill C12 that I mentioned, Canada will soon be canceling applications, not only even visas. Some people's application, they will cancel it if this bill C12 comes into existence. If it becomes law, if it becomes a rule of law, they may cancel applications too. Is the truth. So you have fill application, you think maybe out a law, they go give you visa, they fit cancel am because of the backlogs, sadly. But sometimes if you are determined to never give up, that is not the end. That's the reason why we're having these live sessions. I always talk about my story, 2020, post-COVID time. That time wey be say suffer dey Nigeria oo. I suffer Nigeria, I dey beef Nigeria that time. I dey beef because sometimes you go suffer, you sef you go dey vex for yourself, say why I never still japa now? Why I never japa? Why be say I just allow myself suffer dey suffer? You understand? Dat time, Canada was not bringing people from outside Canada. And many of my friends that time that were both in Nigeria that time, some in Benin Republic, them too, they slack. They say, I'm on Canada, it's not possible to come to Canada again, Jerry. Canada don't cast. All these things. I hear a lot of stories that time. But if me, I was not determined, like Edewo, to never give up. And I say, okay, na so Jerry, it's not possible to come to Canada. 2023, I no go enter Canada. And that's the essence of our talk today, that take action whilst you can now, because you don't know what will happen tomorrow. You can be so fortunate that Canada will see your side. And once they see your side, it is not going to affect you alone. It will benefit you. It will benefit your family members.
You understand? And if it benefits you and your family members, ó ti lọ o, you don enter already. You don what? You don enter already. Now, the other opportunity we're talking about today, visiting Canada for FIFA World Cup. You know, I've been talking about it in this live session, but I'm talking about it again right now because it's very important. Hey, people that are lover of football, or in fact sef you no be lover of football, you sha wan use am gbori wole. You wan sha use am gbori wole, your opportunity is here. Na wetin I dey talk be that. They say what to know if you have a criminal record. If you have a criminal record, it may be a problem for you getting visa for visiting Canada during the 2026 FIFA World Cup. But if you don't even have criminal record, better for you, you have opportunity to come. Now they said if you plan to visit Canada for the 2026 FIFA World Cup, you may be turned away if you have a criminal record. If they say you are a clean person, you don't have any criminal, you never commit crime, you are in luck. If you are not a Canadian citizen, any criminal history, whether it is recent history, recent crime or old crime, whether it is a resolved crime or it is a pending crime, it can make you what? Criminally inadmissible to Canada. It's very important. For World Cup fans, this can mean months or even years of wasted planning. Yes, you don dey plan say you go come Canada, come watch ball, but because you have one criminal record, whether pending, whether resolved, whether recent or whether old, your visa may be affected by virtue of your criminal status. So, but there are steps that you can take to ensure that your travel plans go through smoothly and you are able to enter Canada without what? Without issues. Firstly, we are talking about people who have criminal records. Likewise, we are congratulating people that don't have criminal records. If you don't have criminal records, click on the link Travel Small Small to Canada package on aosglobal.org. Once you click on it, fill the form, check your eligibility to know if you qualify. And if you qualify, one of our team members will reach out to you to ensure that you get started on your processing right now. Don't wait, don't delay, because opportunity are still vast, opportunity are still open. You know, I once made mention of the fact that before, hundreds of thousands of people always apply for Canada visa to come into Canada as immigrants. But the truth about it is next year, because of the 2026 FIFA World Cup, it may be up to 1 million people that will apply. It may be. So just like more people will enter Canada, more people would also be rejected from entering into Canada. So you don't want to be part of those who will be rejected. You want to be part of those who will be approved to enter Canada. And to ensure that you be approved, you have to take some calculated steps to ensure that you are going to be what? You are going to be part of those who will what? Who will enter Canada. So this article that I'm going to read to you is going to cover the reasons that you can be found criminally inadmissible, number one. Number two is going to look at how you can understand how immigration officers are going to determine your criminal inadmissibility and your options to overcome criminal inadmissibility. Now, they said you can be found criminally inadmissible for both minor and serious crimes. If you committed an offense that was considered a crime in the jurisdiction in which it took place, and if this offense corresponded to a similar offense in Canada at the time it was committed, you are at risk of being criminally inadmissible to Canada. And this applies to you if you committed an offense, even if you weren't formally charged or convicted. This is very important too. You committed the offense, but you were not charged. You weren't taken to court, but you shall committed it. Voila. Number two, you were charged with an offense, even if you weren't prosecuted or convicted. Yes, you were charged with it. They charged you, but they did not take you to jail or court. You have a pending charge for an offense, regardless of whether you committed the offense or not. whether you committed it or not, you shall have it. And you have been convicted of an offence. See all those levels. Oh. Some common examples of these criminal offences can lead to inadmissibility. And examples of them are driving, you know, I was saying it, driving while under the influence of drugs or alcohol. You wey dey drink, you wey you dey high. It is a big crime in Canada, it's not something small. E fit be as if you thief sef. So you have to be careful. You understand? You have to be careful. Some people, and it is not only about driving under the influence in Canada, even outside of Canada, and they don catch you, they indict you, or they prosecute you on the basis of saying you were driving under the influence, you don get criminal inadmissibility for Canada be that o. Or you had crime of theft, you be thief. Or assault, especially sexual assault, that one na even big one. That one na that one na gbege for Canada o. You go assault woman, na gbege o. Dangerous driving, okay, you were not high, but you just feel okay, let's do need for speed. Let's go do grand theft auto for on top Ontario road, Canada road. Na wahala be that o, you dey put yourself. Possession of or trafficking in drugs or controlled substances. You dey marijuana, fentanyl, all these ones that they are mentioning, you go dey high with am and you go dey traffic am, double wahala o. That's why when you are coming into the country, set your bag very, there's no pe I want to help my brother to pack something. Even if you want to help them, search it thoroughly, because na person wey oyinbo see na im dey go convict o. Na im wey oyinbo see na im dey go jail o. Your brother wey dey US abi wey dey, your sister wey dey Germany, dey no dey sit down, na you wey carry am, na you wey e dey inside your bag. You are the one in possession of it. It's you that will go jail. So be very very careful. Don't let someone say please help me pack this thing for my brother as if say na only you be courier. Tell them say you fit pay their courier service, say okay no problem, go deliver am, collect this money, collect the money, go deliver, go where they dey do shipping and forwarding. You understand? Yes, go send am by yourself. It's good o. You say no, shebi na just to help me, say no problem, I fit help you. The way I fit help you, collect money, go send am yourself. Me my own bag don full. Unless a lot of people have come abroad wey be say na airport dey stay o, na airport dey enter, dey no leave airport o, na from airport dey enter jail o. Avoid stories that touch you want to do, you understand, pepper dem, but because you no get sense, you carry load for person. The pepper dem wey you wan go pepper dem na for inside jail you go dey do pepper. God no go let make our head gbaparo o. Yoruba too sweet. E get some things you no fit talk with normal English. So even if you have already completed your sen ten ce in its entirety, Canada's rules examine how your offence equates to those committed under Canadian law, and how your entry may affect public health and public safety. So sometimes you may have gone to jail, you may have come back, they may have, you understand, you may have served your sen ten ce, but because they are looking that this person fit be threat to, maybe say for instance you don thief car before for maybe like France, and they know say car wey dey thief for Canada too is on the rise, they fit look say oh boy, for France e fit be say na chicken change you dey collect to thief car, you now come Canada, you now see say okay na big money dem dey give, you fit go back, you still have ten dencies of becoming still a criminal again. You understand? So on that basis they may not allow you to still enter the country, because you know that this person na small money e dey chop before, if e chop big money e eye fit deal. You understand? So they will not allow you to enter on that basis, even though you have served your term, even though, you understand, they feel that you are already kind of rehabilitated. Okay, let's move on. So that means that committing what may be considered a minor offence by law in Canada where you live may still cause problems at the Canadian border. So we can use the following examples to illustrate this. They said David is a US citizen. Now, this one is not US citizen. They're not even talking about Africans. Mhm. David is a US citizen who was convicted of driving under the influence, DUI, in the US 4 years ago. Imagine something that I have done 4 years ago. And it was deemed a misdemeanor. His sentence included a fine, a 1 year driver's license suspension, and mandatory alcohol education, all of which he completed 3 years ago. You see, he has even finished all the sentence. Although he has no other criminal history, that single DUI remains on his record. Oyinbo, na Nigeria wey be say dem no get history, dem no get data. This one get data dey o. When they put your thumbprint or they put your name, e go bring everything out o. Now, David wants to visit Canada for the 2026 World Cup and has been planning to do so for the last 2 years. When David tries to enter Canada, immigration officers looked at the equivalent offence under Canadian law and assessed its seriousness. In Canada, impaired driving has been treated as a serious criminal offence. It's a serious one since 2018 when the laws were changed to categorize it as such. Now look at that too. They now said because this equivalent Canadian offence is considered serious even though it was deemed a misdemeanor in the US, if David arrives at the Canadian border without having taken any steps to address his inadmissibility, immigration officers can find him criminally inadmissible based on his first time driving under the influence conviction alone. So he may not have committed any other crime, but that single crime can still affect him to come into Canada. So in practical terms, this means that David may be refused entry and turned away from Canada, leaving him unable to attend the event. If he continues to attempt entry despite being inadmissible and without first remedying his situation, he may eventually face more serious consequences such as an exclusion order. Once they don give you exclusion order, e don finish o. Dat exclusion order bars him from entering Canada for a set period of what? Of time. We have 3 different orders that they can give you, and many of them they have their different ranks. We have the removal order. Removal order, especially when they give you, it is still not something that is effective as much, especially when you are still appealing your case. Maybe for instance, you be asylum seeker, but they don give you removal order say omo guy leave dis country now. But you still say okay I still dey go appeal, okay, because once they have denied you, some people no know, once they have denied you your asylum claim, that okay they say your asylum claim is baseless, is not kini, they did not believe it, you already have like a removal order that is already lugo in somewhere. O ti n lugo. You understand? So if you now do appeal, they fit dey still dey look you, okay, wetin be their two of the appeal, how e go come, and you now happen to be that their appeal was granted, yes, the removal order can be cancelled. But if the appeal was also rejected, omo, e don graduate to like exclusion order be that. Exclusion order can be exclusion order of maybe like you are barred from entering Canada for 5 years, for example. But let's say assuming you still rapala say okay I don do appeal, maybe I still get chance, you go meet immigration officer or immigration lawyer say okay we can still try maybe like humanitarian and compassionate grounds, which is like the total like that one is like the finish of the attempt. You now do humanitarian and compassionate grounds, they now say okay they approve you, congratulations, okay you don dey Canada legally. But let's say on the humanitarian grounds and compassionate grounds they still reject the application, that one e fit now graduate to deportation order. If e graduate to deportation order, that one for life you fit no come Canada again. For life e fit be say alo rami Wetin dem dey call dat one dat òwe? Àlọ́ rámi ẹnìkan rábọ̀ rẹ̀ àbí how dem dey talk am for Yoruba? Ẹnìkan rábọ̀ rẹ̀ o, deportation order dat one na final o, lábẹ́gẹ́ o. So sometimes it may be wise for some people to accept removal order than to let it graduate to what? To deportation order. Because if e graduate from removal order to exclusion order and from exclusion order to deportation order, it have go nìyẹn o. It have go nìyẹn o. You understand? So as we are reading, we are still reading the CICnews.com news article. They say what to do if you are or if you may be criminally inadmissible. What can you do? Okay, assuming you have a criminal record, what can you do to mitigate against you not gaining entry into the country? Let's read what they say in the article. But before that, for those who want to have the opportunity to apply to Canada, we have the Travel Small to Canada package, which is the Black Friday deal. You understand? That's available for all those who want to work with our immigration consultant. You understand? Click on the link aosglobal.org, fill the eligibility form. If you are eligible, they will reach out to you. If you are not eligible, it may be my book that they will give you, free book. You don't have to pay for that one. You understand? But if you are eligible, our consultant will reach out to you, and you understand, if the team member, one of the team members, it may not be him at once that will reach out, it may be another person. But if you are eligible, they will inform you. If you are not, you get the free book. So click on that link now, aosglobal.org, to apply right now. Don't waste time. You understand? Now let's move on. They say what to do if you may be criminally inadmissible. If you look at it, what are we talking about? We are talking about the visiting visa for Canada for those who want to visit Canada for the FIFA World Cup 2026. If you want to visit Canada, it is very possible. But they say, what do you need to know if you have a criminal record? If you have a criminal record, this is one thing you have to do. If you have a criminal record, well, it's not compulsory you come to Canada and commit crime before you have criminal record. Let's tell you, if you are in your home country or your resident country and you commit crime there and it is recorded, problem. Number two, if you have left your home country or your resident country and you go to another country, maybe you spend 3 months there or 6 months there and you committed one crime and it was documented against you. We have the different levels. They talked about the 4 levels. The one that they charged you for, the one that they did not charge you for, the one that you have pending charges, the one that you just committed crime but they did not, you understand, they just leave you, they look you but they look on síbẹ̀. All these things will affect you. Okay, abiapp.com, thank you for liking. You say thank you. It's good that people are learning. You understand? It's very good. Learn very well now about it. It's good to visit Canada. Opportunity dey. If you want to come to watch the 2026 FIFA World Cup, the opportunity is available. But if you want to attend any one of the 13 matches, either the one happening in Toronto or the one happening in Vancouver in 2026, but you have a criminal record, they say take the following steps. Before you even purchase tickets, take these steps. That is what CICnews.com is telling you. Okay, before I go to read the steps, let me read what abiapp.com says. He said, I wish people can come and hear this vital information. That is why we are educating people about it. Because sometimes one thing I realized, the reason why we started this live session is some people don't go and read CICnews.com website. Me, I always read their articles. It's very, very useful articles. Some people don't read it. So we come on here to educate people by reading it to you. Me, I always say I'm not an immigration consultant. I'm not an immigration lawyer. I don't even consider myself as a travel agent. But what we see online, the article they give, which is free for everybody to access, we are giving you here live and direct to hear what they say. So that you not say they not tell you, you were not informed though. My travel agent not tell you, it's Hawaii. All those ones are Hawaii. There is no ignorance in front of the law. Oyinbo did not always hear, I did not know, they did not tell me. They don't hear that one. Just like the one that I say DUI, driving under the influence. You will go and be driving with alcohol. Sometimes it's not even about you drinking the alcohol, it's about you still even having it in possession. Just like what they said, you have it in possession, you have the possession of ajo. No be say you dey use am, no be say you no dey do am o, but you just have it in possession. Problem. So don avoid problems for yourself. Some people will say, okay, just like this, there was some various videos I've been watching online that people at the airport, they will say, someone told me to send something to Canada. You understand? Someone gave me something from Nigeria that, okay, I should give his brother in Canada. You now do the work of courier service. You no be courier service, you go dey do work of courier service. You no even want to do courier service, you do not do it with sense to check what they are, you understand, sending. Is what they are sending, hope there are no contrabands there, you did not have sense to check it. Problem. You now come to airport, you now start to kaboobo pe it's not for me o, it's not for me. Na you go jail. Na you dey go take go court, because it's you that go and do courier service. The thing wey dey not send you, then it is not about you only using it, it's about you also possessing it. You possess it, na wahala. Okay, let's move on. Abihab says this, the article is what you are interpreting. Exactly. The article is what I'm interpreting. If you want to know the article I'm reading, go to cicnews.com. If you go to cicnews.com, you will see the article. You understand? It is the article that talks about what? Visiting Canada for the FIFA World Cup. What to know if you have a criminal record. You know me, I will tell you where I got it from. So it's not okay, what is this saying? What is this saying? If you say I don't know what you are saying, what I'm saying, that means the article we are reading, they are telling us boo boo, and it cannot be boo boo, because cicnews.com. Even before I landed Canada, I was reading the article steady to learn about Canada, so that me too I will not come and I will say, because me I never have travel agents that do it for me. Now me do my thing myself. You understand? So there's nobody I can go and meet. You know, people like shifting blame. They like shifting blame. Me, there was nobody I could go and meet. But now you do the visa for me, me. You understand? I did not know. Now you give me visa. There was nobody me I would go and meet. So I had to be educated. And that's why I always tell people my own role here is as an educator. I'm not a consultant, I'm not a lawyer, even though we have lawyers and consultants we partner with. I am not. Me, I'm to educate people. You understand? Free education, things are free. Online, you come here, you see it's free. You are not collecting money for it, but learn. That is the idea. Now, Smiles, he said people should stay wicked. Yeah, so be wicked. Because people are wicked. Yes. You know, some of the things I see, innocent people going to jail because of another person. And they say, it was my brother. Now your brother allow you spend 17 years in prison for drugs where you don't know, say, dey inside the parcel wey e talk say make you deliver to a friend for UK. Even that UK, that one, all those ones, they no dey they no dey hear anything. There is no ignorance. I remember 2023 when I wanted to come to Canada, and my brother in the US, he sent me series of videos, not one, not two. He sent me series of videos. Oh yeah, watch this one. See how this one na for airport. You know, all those ones where they always pepper them, where they always say they go pepper them. From airport, you go dey pepper them inside jail. So sometimes it is funny to say, but it is not funny in realization. When you realize that 2 minutes, 3 minutes of you checking something, but because you are so consumed with, okay, let me do video, let me do picture, let me pepper them on social media, you just miss to check for 2-3 minutes, and the pepper them that you were meant to do on social media, when you landed, you now go dey do pepper them for inside jail. So get sense. That's the idea of this live session. Get sense. Don't go and do something that will implicate you, because oyinbo, once you say it's not for me, it's one of the things the reason know that now this kind of people they look for again. In fact, they have a category for people like you. It's not me, they did not tell me, I did not know, it is not for me, it's not my own property, it's not me that pack the bag, all those excuses. Because you know Nigeria wey be say excuse is normal. But in oyinbo place, that excuse na complications. Once you have said it's not for me, you are complicating yourself further. Okay, I did not know, they did not tell me, you are complicating yourself further. So avoid complicating your issues. Once they have catch you, just be say, ah, God, oh, help me, help me, help me, help me. If you say you did not know, that's why, see, some people watch videos, some of these things. If you go YouTube, just traffic, unknown or innocent traffickers. I think that was the name they call them. No be you dey traffic am o, no be you dey get am o, but you were innocently involved, and because you were innocently involved, you will innocently go to jail. So avoid innocently being an accomplice. All right, let's move on. Can a citizen invite their family any age? Of course, a citizen can. You don't know what a citizen is about? What are you saying? Citizen, not like me. You are a citizen of the country. Now you get the right now. As a citizen, you are the one that have the right to invite someone pass. In fact, PR, yes, PR too have right to, but as a citizen, you over get right. Override sef dey worry you. I don't know if that makes sense. Override dey worry you. So it is you sef they are expecting from Canada to invite someone. Any age, so far it is 1 year old down to 70 year, you can invite anybody. You can invite your husband, your wife, your brother, your sister, your uncle, your daddy, your mother, your who again, your cousin, your nephew, your niece, your how you, I think you understand all those yours. So you can invite us. So far you are able to invite them, you wish, you like them, you wan see their face. You know, there are some this, because you see, sometimes when we talk, people that have been in this place for some time, even if they are citizens of this country already, you will see some people that will say that one kò serious o, family mi ni but mi ò lè invite ẹ. There are some people in that category, and you can see, you know, sometimes you have to fight for your own family first before you fight for anybody, because there are some people are parasites, and ìlú òyìnbó, Canada, US, UK, there are some things that you can't say, oh, I was helping my family. So because you are helping your family, you now allowed someone that, you understand, you know that he has criminal problem. He's a dagboru. You understand? Apologies for that. You know from where you are from that this one is dagboru. This one will come to Canada and dagboru. You know, but because you say because it's my family, you now allow him enter. He now dagboru. You understand? He dagboru to the extent that they now kó ìwọ náà and your family wọ́n kó mọ́ ẹ̀ pé okay, all of it is all of it that dagboru. So you want to avoid those kind of issues for yourself, because just like I said, ìlú òyìnbó does not want excuse pé it is him that cause it o, it's him that do it. You know, understand that you pointing fingers pé you be blaming other person. Òyìnbó no dey like that thing. If you are willing to invite someone, you have to invite the person with the person problem. If that makes sense. You are inviting that person and complicating yourself either for or against. So you have to attempt to invite someone that have sense, because especially some people that invite some visitors, those visitors will stay in their houses. Okay, you now go and invite someone that you know that is a problem in your family already, but you invite him, he is now harassing and assaulting your own biological daughter. You understand? Oyinbo no go 1 year say na family member o. Na Nigeria wey be say dey go still call olori ebi go na do meeting go na surplus. You know, all those things no dey. Oyinbo no know olori ebi o. Some of these things we are saying, it sounds funny, but Oyinbo no know olori ebi. You and your brother and your uncle and na all of you go jail o. So you have to avoid anything that will cause wahala. It's better you carry your family and everybody go Nigeria, go greet your people, and when you are coming, come alone. You know that okay, yes, you have gone to visit them, but you now bring the rubbish in your own country to come to another country. Na you go talk the tori o. So let's leave that. All right. Abi say alone. Na so lol. That's true. So we have to be guided. Exactly. Correct. We have to be guided though. This place, everyone help those who help themselves. If you help yourself, everyone will help you. If you don't help yourself, or you go no go help you. Okay. Can you help me with the process? Well, our immigration consultant can definitely help anyone that wants to work on their immigration process. Any visa, whether visitor visa, study permit, work permit, asylum, gbogbo ẹ̀. The only difference, because someone was asking me pé can't I go and reach the consultant myself? I say yes you can. You understand? I always say his name, Kesley Immigration and Settlement Services. If you type his name on Google, you will see it. The only difference is those that come through us get a discount. That's the only difference. Black Friday deal, the travel small small to Canada package, once you click on the website aosglobal.org, he knows us, we are his partner, we work together, and because of our own involvement, he gives people discounts on people that come to us. You can always go and meet him personally, no problem. You have the money, you are olowo, you understand? You see, e dey pour. You dey pour down when be say you get the money, no problem. Get immigration and settlement services. He has his website, he has his own company, he has everything. You go meet him. But if you want to work under us and you want us to work with you, together with him, to interact and to, you understand, ensure that things go well, visit that website aosglobal.org. Once you visit and you apply, you fill the form. There's a short form there, free form. You don't need to pay anything for the form. Once you fill the form, travel small to Canada package. From that form, we are going to reach out to you if you qualify for any visa. If you qualify, we'll be able to know how to get started with you. Anyhow you want to reach us. Okay, someone say I need, anyhow you want to reach us, whether you need our number or you need that, go on that website aosglobal.org. All our information is there. You understand? Or you click on the link in our bio to reach out to us. That is the best way you can reach out to us. Anything you want, you get it from there. You get. Beautiful lecture. Thank you very much, brother. So let's move on. What are we saying? We are saying that what do you do if you may be criminally inadmissible? What they are telling us on the website cicnews.com is, if you want to attend any of the 13 matches, there are 13 matches that they are going to play, happening in Toronto and happening in Vancouver in 2026, but you have a criminal record, take the following steps before you consider buying any purchasing tickets, any tickets that will make you go and watch the ball. Okay, you say I'm not a brother. Hey, sorry, your sister. It has to be one of the two now. Except if you are like all those the ones they always say in Canada. You might not talk too much because no, they guided. Either you are brother or sister or bro sis or sis bro or bro bros or sis. Which one again? So some of them self, they don't leave humanity, they no dey go animality. Well, man just for na pidgin dey talk o. Man don forget that one. Make dem no talk say na me talk am for social media. So number one, follow these steps if you have. Okay, say I no dey, na the truth o. No we talk am. So find out how the law assesses your record. If you have a criminal record, whether be it in Nigeria, in Canada, in US, in UK, assess the record. How does Canada look at the record? Assess your options for overcoming criminal inadmissibility and whether you qualify for one or more of the three primary ways to do so. What are the three primary ways to assess and to overcome criminal inadmissibility? So app.com says, I want to post your content in my app. So you have an app, that's cool. Nice. We have to know your app. You can reach out to us, send us a DM, or you can also go on our website aosglobal.org and actually reach out to us through our contacts there. You can see your app and learn about it. Kilo so application now. You see app, you don't know app, social mobile app. Maybe it's mobile, maybe I should ask you. And I ain't know me, I don't know that one. Step one, find out how the law assesses your record. How does the law assess? The first thing you need to do, you would want to do is evaluate your admissibility to Canada, is to determine the Canadian equivalent of your offence at the time the offence was committed. Social networking app. Oh, Abi app is a social networking app. That's cool. You can do this by comparing the law from the country where it occurred against the Criminal Code of Canada and see how your offence is categorized. How is your offence categorized? Is it serious? Is it grave offence or minor offence? Immigration offers access whether immigration offers assess whether the offence you committed falls under criminality or serious criminality, which determines the severity of your offence. These are expanded on below. Number one, we have criminality. Criminality, which is generally less severe. They say you may be inadmissible by way of criminality if you were convicted of an offence in any country, any country in the over 200 and something countries in this world, including Canada, which would be classified as an indictable offence under Canadian law, or of two separate offences deemed to be summary conviction offences. Or again, you committed an act abroad that at the time it was committed was an offence in that country and was considered an indictable offence in Canada. All those grammar, let's just look at example. In Canada, indictable offences are the more serious crimes such as violent offences or major theft or fraud, and are broadly comparable to felonies in the U.S. Another one, non-indictable offences, which are summary conviction offences. These ones are less serious, like vandalism or petty theft, or and roughly equate to misdemeanor in the US. Of note is that a single minor offence generally does not make you inadmissible. If you just commit one indictable offence, it may not mean you are inadmissible, a minor one. But the Canadian equivalent of the offence will be taken into account. So serious of criminality, the one that is more severe, you may be inadmissible by way of serious criminality if you committed or were convicted of an offence outside Canada, that is by law, which carries a sentence of 10 or more years in prison. Or you were convicted of an offence in Canada that carries a maximum sentence of 10 or more years in prison, or you were sentenced to more than 6 months in jail. Now, hybrid offences. They said hybrid offences, Canada also has hybrid offences in which prosecutors can decide, depending on the circumstances of your case, whether an offence will be considered as a summary conviction offence or an indictable offence. For immigration purposes, hybrid offences count as indictable offences. So if your foreign offence is equivalent to a hybrid in Canada, authorities treat it as indictable, which can increase your likelihood of being found criminally what? Inadmissible. Now, that is for you to even identify which kind of offence is it, which kind of crime is it. Once you have known that, okay, did I commit an indictable offence or non-indictable offence or hybrid offence, the second step is for you to choose the right path to enter Canada. How will you choose the right path to enter Canada? Once you understand the level of criminality under Canadian law, you can consider one of these three routes. Number one, is it temporary resident permit, which is TRP? Is it deemed rehabilitation, number two, or is it criminal rehabilitation? Now, the one that best fits your situation depends on factors such as the severity of your offense, how much time has passed since you committed the offense, and how likely it is that you will commit an offense while in Canada. So, with the likelihood that processing times for the following applications will increase closer to match dates in 2026, it is advisable to pursue the relevant legal remedies as much as possible to meet your World Cup travel timeline. Notably, many travelers choose to retain the services of an immigration lawyer to ensure that they understand the Canadian equivalent of their offences committed abroad, and that they present the strongest application to overcome criminal inadmissibility and enter Canada without issue. Now, what are they saying in essence? What they are saying is,
before you become inadmissible to to enter Canada. Before you come to Canada and they deny you entry, they cancel your visa. They are telling you ensure that you take any of these three steps. Either option A, temporary resident permit. What is temporary resident permit? Is TRPs. They are discretionary permits that let you enter temporarily for a specific reason despite being inadmissible. And to be eligible for a TRP, you must have a compelling time-bound reason to be in Canada. It must be compelling. You understand? And your need to enter Canada must outweigh any potential risks you pose to public safety. And funny enough, if they look at you going to go and watch ball, watch FIFA, well, they will decide if it is TRP that you qualify for or not. But it may not be serious time-bound reason. It may not. I'm not a lawyer, but I'm just saying it may not, because go and watch ball. Which one is it that serious that okay, is life is death, is life or death, as they have to they always call it. So it is important to note that TRPs are issued at the discretion of the reviewing immigration officer based on the compelling reasons that a foreign national has to enter Canada. Compelling reasons may include attending a business conference or networking event, handling a family emergency, or attending a wedding. Attending a wedding. I want to go and do Mugbe Mubash, and they say sometimes some of these reasons they always make me laugh, but maybe we shall leave am at that. Attending a football match may not meet this standard in an officer's view, and as such, TRPs do carry a risk of refusal for visitors with a criminal record for these individuals. Say attending a marriage or a wedding is not who shall leave that one? Say attending a wedding is it do or die? Oh, sometimes sef who shall leave am? It is often worth consulting an immigration lawyer in these cases to better understand the options. So just like we said, Kestrel Immigration and Settlement Services, you can always reach out to us for us to link you with them to look into your case if you need a TRP or to really understand your options if TRP may not work for you. So TRPs can be for single or multiple entries and have a validity range from 1 day up to 3 years as authorized by immigration authorities. Once a TRP expires and cannot be extended, you are required to leave Canada and return to your what? To your home country. So application process, how to apply for a TRP. It depends on your nationality and the associated entry what? Requirement. If you are from a visa required country, you must apply for a TRP and a visitor visa together at your local Canadian consulate or visa office before coming to Canada. So it has to be together. You can't just apply for visitor visa alone. You have to apply for two of them at the same time. But if you are from a country that has an electronic travel authorization provision with Canada, you must apply for a TRP through a Canadian visa office in your country of residence. You understand? So US citizens and US green card holders may apply at a Canadian consulate or directly at a port of entry, whether land, sea, or air. And the applicant should note, however, that the port of entry decisions are discretionary and they are not guaranteed. You understand? And thereby, travelers hoping to attend the World Cup may be turned away if unsuccessful. So typical processing for a TRP generally stays or starts within 30-day calendar days of a complete application being submitted. And they said applications carry a fee of $239.75. So to learn more about TRPs, you can visit cicnews.com dedicated webpage. So that is the number one option. Number one option for you to overcome criminality. Number two option is deemed rehabilitation. In some cases, if enough time has passed since completing your entire sentence, whether be it including probation, getting fines, and community service, you can be automatically deemed rehabilitated. You understand? And deemed rehabilitation is only applicable for non-serious criminality. So not serious criminality, basically. So for single indictable offense, or 10 years must pass since you have completed all parts of the sentence.
And for summary offences, the typical wait time is at least 5 years afterwards, after completion. So basically, they are saying there is no formal application for you to file for deemed rehabilitation. If you meet the criteria, whether with the 5 years or the 10 years, this status can be recognized at the border, you understand, or by a visa office. If you are unsure whether you are eligible for deemed rehabilitation, you can ask a Canadian embassy, a high commission, or a consulate to assess your situation. And at no charge, they won't charge you for it. But to avoid delays in your assessment process, many travelers also choose to retain an immigration lawyer. So if you want to retain our own immigration lawyer, you can click on the link aosglobal.org to actually let us link you to our immigration personnel. So Rita, baby Godwin says, greetings, sir. Greetings, ma. Thank you for joining. So US residents may have an assessment done at the port of entry, although fees may apply if you are doing deemed rehabilitation as a US citizen. So supporting your bid for deemed rehabilitation, how would you support your bid that they should consider you rehabilitated? You may want to consider obtaining a legal opinion letter. There's something they call legal opinion letter if you have a criminal record, as this may strengthen your chances of being permitted entry to Canada for the FIFA World Cup. And this is similar with medical inadmissibility. If you are medically inadmissible or you feel they may look at you, like some people have told me one time that they have one disease or the other, you understand, you can meet up with an immigration lawyer, talk to him about your options, or a consultant, and once you talk to him, you may also get to talk to a panel of physicians and see if they can give you a letter or something to back up the fact that you may not be a threat to the healthcare system of Canada. So I just said I should just add that to it. So please, how long did work visa to Canada take? That's a vague question. It depends on the kind of visa you want, or the kind of work rather you get, because there are some works that are known as essential occupations, the ones that are into occupations like agriculture or healthcare. Those ones have a faster period, but still, even faster periods depends on the country you're applying from. If you're applying from Ghana, it's different from if you're applying from Nigeria. If I'm applying from Egypt, it's different from when you are applying from Saudi Arabia. So different timings, but basically it's always within 30 days to up to 6 months. You understand? It can be more, it can be less, depending, again, as I said, on those factors. And even how many applications Canada has at that particular time, it differs for every particular situation. Oh, okay, you said Cameroon. Well, just like I said, even if it is from Cameroon, it also differs based on the kind of um what they call it, the kind of job you get. Not all jobs have the same processing times. I think I've mentioned that as well. Not all jobs has the same processing times. If it's from Cameroon right now, if you look at Cameroon, I'm going on the Canadian immigration website. I'm going to the what they call it, the place where it says check our current processing times. So temporary residency work permits from outside Canada, and if we choose Cameroon, see, yes, let us see Cameroon. Okay, you say housekeeping job. Well, housekeeping job is not part of the essential duties. It's not part of the essential occupations, because essential occupations are healthcare and agriculture. So if it is not part, because it is not part, it can take more than the regular processing time. Regular processing time as of November 12, 2025, for essential occupations are within what? Are within 8 weeks, and 8 weeks is 2 months. But of course, because housekeeping is not agriculture based, it is not healthcare based, so it can also take more than 8 weeks for that. I hope that answers your question. So let's move on. We were talking about the legal opinion letter. A legal opinion letter can help an immigration officer clearly see how your foreign offense maps to Canadian law and why you meet the criteria for deemed rehabilitation. Immigration lawyers prepare legal opinion letters to give authorities a legal context and a professional assessment of a person's admissibility to Canada, especially where public safety is a what? Is a concern. Okay, you say, okay, thanks. You're welcome, Mr. Baby. So they said these letters typically lay out one, the legal issues involved. Number two, any potential risks or associated with allowing the person to enter Canada. Number three, the Canadian laws that correspond to the person's charges and the rationale for finding the person inadmissible. Eh, while not mandatory, these letters can lower your chances of being refused entry into Canada. So these letters can also be used in support of a TRP or criminal rehabilitation application, which is the one covered below. So to learn more about deemed rehabilitation and legal opinion letters, you have to visit the cicnews.com dedicated web pages on these topics. Now, the last option, should in case you want to come into Canada as a visitor and you want to land, you don't want to be rejected at the port of entry, but you have a criminal record, you can do the last option, which is known as option C, which is the criminal rehabilitation. And this is individual rehabilitation. Okay, Michael is saying, hi, sir. How are you, Michael? Hello. So, criminal rehabilitation, also called individual rehabilitation, is a permanent solution, you understand, for the offenses addressed. If your application for criminal rehabilitation is approved, you are no longer inadmissible for those offenses, right? So criminal rehabilitation is an option for travelers who don't qualify for deemed rehabilitation and have completed every part of their sentence at least 5 years prior to their what? To their application. Okay, Michael is saying, please, I want to apply for Canadian PhD. I messaged you already. Oh, that's nice. Good news for you, Mr. Michael. Those who are applying for Canadian PhD now, they are eligible for faster processing time. Like your own is too fast, safe now. Your own is too fast. It's just it's like IFA. It's like big luck for people like you. So since you said you have messaged us, please do the next thing by not messaging alone. Do you understand? Do the next thing by clicking on the link on our bio, aosglobal.org. When you go to aosglobal.org, you will see travel small small to Canada package. The travel small small to Canada package is the single way for us to know how eligible you are for the so-called PhD you want to do in Canada. You understand? And you have to fill the form for that. Once you fill the form for that, we are now going to assess you. You understand? And our immigration consultant will know how to get started with working with you for your PhD. So if you want to be taken as someone serious, you understand, click right now on that link and go fill the form for your initial eligibility process. All right, thank you very much. Because of course, if you also message us, that's the exact thing we'll tell you. So I'm telling you straight off the bat now. Just go there, aosglobal.org, click on the travel small small to Canada package, fill the short form that is there, and we're going to reach out to you ourselves. You understand? Thank you. So 309 TV and to Ashman. Oh boy, that name long. Can I do someone bring his family to Canada to join him? Why not? If you are Haduo and your family want to come, you now have to know how they can come. They can come so far they are your family. Even if they are not your family, they can come. But how are they going to come? They want to come and do a logo like you too, Abi. Well, if they qualify, they can do it. Or they want to come through visit visa. If they qualify, they can do it. They want to come through study visa. If they qualify, they can get it. They want to do work. Everybody has their own different things. They will decide. They will apply. They apply and they get approved. They enter. If they get rejected, they can even reapply sef. And like that. Okay, so criminal rehabilitation can be used to address both serious and non-serious what criminality. In assessing your application, immigration officers will look for evidence. Which evidence now? They will look for evidence of a stable lifestyle, good conduct, and low risk of what? Reoffending again. All right, Michael says, all right, let me check it out. Yes, good. So, note, Individuals applying for a TRP toward the end of 2025 may not receive a decision on their application before the first FIFA match in Canada for the 2026 tournament scheduled for 12 June 2026. So if you want to come to Canada to come and watch the ball for FIFA World Cup, be fast with your application, because they're telling you the first match is scheduled 12th June 2026. So if you don't quickly apply for your visa, it may be so long when you are now planning to come and you don't now get the opportunity again. So be fast with your application. That's what they are trying to tell you. Don't wait. Don't say, there's still time. There's still time. There's still time. Now, so people they waste too. There's still time. There's still time. That's how you are losing the opportunity. Oh. There's still time. There's still time. At the end of the day, the time go go. Oh. So if you want to be taken serious, you want to work on your immigration, you want to be part of those that will come, you don't want them to be telling you story of immigration. You understand? Work on your immigration fast. Do you understand? Okay. I don't talk my own. So what are they saying in essence? They are saying that these applications often take between 1 to 2 years to process. Which application? Application for what? Application for complete rehabilitation. However, if you are eligible for a criminal rehabilitation and you have applied, this can be what? It can be waived favorably should you apply for a TRP to enter Canada. So if you apply for temporary resident permit, you can get that in place of criminal rehabilitation. In these cases, it is again common for visitors to what? Retain the services of an immigration lawyer to better understand their options. So if you want to understand the options within these three options, whether temporary residence permit, whether deemed rehabilitation, or criminal rehabilitation, do you understand? Um, Consult an immigration lawyer. And if you want us to link you up to our immigration lawyer, click on the link, apply at aosglobal.org, and through that, we are going to actually be able to assist you. I see someone has also filled the form on the Travel Sponsor to Canada package. That's good. You get reached out to, and I see other people also booking a 5 minute clarity call with us. Yes, you will also be reached out to. So, application process. The government fees vary depending on the categorization of the offenses. Okay, Michael said I just submitted now. Yes, I just said it as well. We saw it on the back end that someone just filled. In fact, some people, not only one person, I see some people also filled. So we saw that. We saw those that also filled for 5 minutes clarity call, and those that also got free your ticket to Canada book. We have seen that as well, and you would also be reached out to as soon as possible. All right. So criminality is $239.75 for rehabilitation. For serious criminality is $1,199 for serious criminality. So to learn more about the criminal rehabilitation, you visit the CIC.com, CICnews.com dedicated web page for that. All right. So okay, thank you, Michael. I see you like the live session. So if you have any questions, this is the time we ask. I'm really tired because I've been talking for about 2 hours and 30 minutes now. So if you have any questions, let's ask it quickly before we call it a day. For those who have not benefited from the Black Friday deal, click on the link aosglobal.org and go fill the form on the Travel Sponsor to Canada package. That is the single, faster way for you to reach out to us and for us to link you to our immigration consultant. Do you understand? And for those as well that also saw through the advert, click on the link. That's the faster way for you to reach out. If you have not filled, for those that have filled through the advert, you may not need to go there again. But if you have not filled through the advert, go fill the form. Do you understand? All right. So with that, we are done with the CICnews.com article for today. For more information, do the needful by clicking on the link. Okay, we have a good question here. How long do you think the application would take Also, does the new PR law affect all programs? What is the new PR law? Maybe I should ask, because there are a lot of laws. or I'll not say law. We have some bills that are available. Bill C12. We're talking about Bill C12 today. So which one exactly? What is the new PR law you're talking about? But how long do we think? We don't like to think. We like to tell what Canada immigration says because our own thinking may be wrong. You understand? So let's go on the Canadian immigration website again, and you can always type it on Google and check current processing times for Canada visas. Now I've typed it. I've gone there. Temporary visa, temporary residency. We check study permits. Now study permits, we have to know the country you're applying from. Different countries have their own different processing times. Just like I said, for the work permits that someone asked for. So different countries have different processing times. Depending on the country you are from, we are going to know if that country actually has a processing time. If you are from Nigeria, study permit from outside Nigeria, as they stated right now, is 8 weeks. 8 weeks means 2 months. 2 months for those that are, you understand, like for you now, you that you are saying PhD. Your own PhD may even be faster than 8 weeks, or maybe around that 8 weeks, because they are prioritizing applications from those who are coming for what? Coming for PhD programs. So I hope that this is coming from the Canadian immigration website, canada.ca. You understand? And it was last updated November 12, 2025. So for now, they said to help you predict how long it may take to process your application, we are showing you processing times for study permits based on where you are applying from. The one that I chose to tell you the application processing time is Nigeria, for those that are in Nigeria. If you are from another country, your own processing time may be different. Do you understand? But those that are from Nigeria is those that I just quoted right now. I mean the law that enables quick PR process. There's nothing like uh, there's nothing like quick PR process. There's nothing like quick PR out. You understand? See, there's something like quick processing. Yes, faster processing. Don't mix it together. There's something like faster processing. There's nothing like quick PR route. You understand? So don't let them whine you. If you want to do PR route, you do PR route. If you want to do study route, you do study route. Okay, you want to do study before you do PR? Yes, come in and study first. You understand? You cannot be doing your PR as you are studying. Yes, there's nothing that stops you from saying, okay, I don't want to wait until I get my certificate. I don't want to wait until I get my diploma or my degree. As soon as I land in Canada as a student, I want to start working, and that is the even option we tell people. That if you want something that is quick, there's nothing like quick PR route. But if you want something that is quick, that is faster, so that you don't delay yourself unnecessarily, as you come into the country to study, be pursuing your PR. We have had some people that before they even finish the first year of their program, they became PR. They did not wait, they were not smiling. You understand? Because study permit is a different application, permanent residence is a different application. It's not, don't add it to, some people say, how can I switch study to PR? It's a different thing. It's not like button that you press. You understand? You have to apply with the full documentations that PR requires. There's nothing like, okay, Orijo, that okay, let me just, because I'm a student, they will not give me PR. No. People have been in Canada for ages as students and they did not become PR. If you don't apply for PR, you can't get PR. It's as simple as that. You understand? And if you want to apply, you don't need to wait, because some people will delay themselves. People that want faster processing, or that want to do things and get things fast, they work on the application fast. If you work on it fast, that okay, yes, I come to Canada maybe December, I have started working on my processing even before I even came in November from Nigeria. You have already done your West, you have already done your IELTS. Those are people that are fast, because the same process that some people are running away from in Nigeria, sadly they will still meet it back in Canada when they land. The same IELTS they don't want to do in Nigeria, they will still come except if you are doing asylum. It's people that are doing asylum, you understand, that are focusing on asylum, that may not need to do IELTS yet, that they may, understand, say okay, if their claim is valid, because some people, if their claim is not valid, is not Awawi, they get deported, and that is if they quickly deport themselves. If you do not deport yourself quickly, if you don't follow the removal order they give you, if you allow Canada to deport you, you even owe money because someone reached out to me. I say he's owing money to the crown. He said, what is the meaning of owing money to the crown? I said, you jẹ Canada lówó nìyẹn. Canada is expecting your money. You gotta do sharp cleaning. You apply for visa, you not pay. You say no, I paid. They just reverse the money and you did not take. You think say they forget. You understand? They don't forget. Now you don't pay finish. You understand? So what I'm saying in essence is, if you want PR, the way you can fast track your PR is to not delay yourself. The way you can, because some people, okay, there's one person that came to consult with me and said, okay, please, so I'm a student, so my visa is expiring in 2 weeks. Some people always wind themselves. He said, my visa is expiring in 2 weeks. And I said, okay, how many weeks have you been in Canada? He said, no, it has passed weeks. So I said, okay, how many months have you been in Canada? He said, it has passed months. I said, okay, how many years have you been in Canada? I said 2 years. So you have been in Canada for 2 years and you didn't pursue your PR within that 2 years. He said, no, I was waiting to finish school. I said, okay, now you don't finish school now. But the difference now is this PR that you think you can switch when you finish school, it will take at least 6 months. And now your visa is 2 weeks elapsing. How you go do am? He say, okay, I will apply for PGWP. I say, thank God that your school even allow PGWP. Because if you not allow, na double wahala. Now she has applied, I think she has gotten it. But that boils down to the fact that don't delay yourself unnecessarily. If you want to get PR, your aim is PR, start pursuing it fast. Because you may not have that option when you finish school again, because time may not be on your side. You understand? Okay, boo baby. Now you the bear boo, now you the bear baby. Okay. It's not Toto, boo and baby. I get you, you are babylized. So, do you do student visa for people? Our immigration consultant does student visas for people, of course. They are licensed to do it, they are regulated to do it. There is their work. They don't have any work. Me, I'm a teacher. You understand me? I teach languages. I help people work on their career abroad. I help people work on their businesses. You understand? You want to set up business in Canada, it's people like me you can call. You want to actually get employable in Canada, it's people like me you can call. Language trainings, it's people like me you can call. But for study, we can link you up to our immigration consultants who can assist you for that. Do you understand? So again, go on that website, apply at aosglobal.org. Once you go on aosglobal.org, you would see Travel Small to Canada package. That's our Black Friday deal for those who want to either do, whether be it study permit, whether be it work permit, whether be it visitor visa, asylum seeking, which one again? Permanent residence. Anyone where you want to, just click on that link and just follow the steps. Fill the form. Once you fill the form and they check your eligibility to see you are eligible, they will reach out to you. And once they reach out to you, then you understand, you get your process started. Don't waste time. Go on that link, aosglobal.org, and go do the needful. Once you do the needful, they are going to reach out to you basically. It may be Oyinbo that will call you. So let me analyze that very well. Whether you want video call, voice call, no problem. Anyone. It may be Oyinbo. It may not be me that you will see on the call. You understand? It may be Oyinbo that will call you. But at the end of the day, what we are trying to say is they are going to reach out to you to qualify if you are eligible. You understand? So be expecting their call. Meanwhile, you will receive an email message before then. You understand? And just be expecting basically. So go fill the form. Once you fill the form and you want them to help you with student visa, they will be able to assist you. All right. Okay, moving on. I think we have answered the question. Yes, it was the question we were trying to answer, and I think we have done justice to the. Okay, so it was that time that question Mr. Michael was asking. I mean the law that okay. I think we have talked about the law, so let's leave that one now. All right. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. I don't think we have any questions anywhere again. So since we don't have any question, we'll call it a day. Really appreciate you for joining this live session. If you have any questions even after this, you can always drop us a DM. You can always go on our website, aosglobal.org. Don't miss
the Black Friday deal, because the slots are still available for those that are getting the slots right now. Once the slots are done with, instead of you paying subsidized price, discounted price, you are going to pay more. You understand, for any of your visas. So basically, make A while the sun shines. That's why the offer is still available. Make hay while the sun shines. Don't wait until the die minute, because die minute, if you no come sef people fit take all the slots before then. And why exactly are there slots? Why exactly is the offer available now? It's because of this bill C12 that we talked about today. The bill C12 that may be launched, that may be approved, may become law, will necessitate that they will start cancelling applications. They will start cancelling visas. You understand? Sometimes you may think, okay, you want to apply, you will do it. Some people will be calling down and they say, okay, it's next year, I'll start next year. You may just be whining yourself, because next year more rejections will come out, more refusals, more visa denials, because next year is the year of World Cup in Canada. It's the year of World Cup in US and Mexico. Do you understand? So just as more, normally every year, hundreds of thousands of people apply to come into Canada. Normally every year. But that next year, it can be up to 1 million people that will apply. And because more people will apply, more rejections to will follow. So it may be wise of you now, if you truly want to come, if you are still whining yourself, still looking for free, still not serious, and okay, I don't have money, looking for excuse, trying to blame other people, no problem. We know that category. Just collect free book. If you go on the website, they will send you free book, no problem. Be whining yourself. But someone that is serious, someone that really wants to come, that he wants to better his life, he wants next year to be different from this year, start planning on it. And don't just plan, work towards it, because some people just be planning. I remember those times when I was planning in 2018. Planning, you go plan over tire, say na so you go draw the map, say okay, once I do this, you understand, new year go yapia, new year resolution, you draw it like this, okay, na the new year resolution be this, na the new year. But the new year resolution wey you don dey write, you are not taking the actions to achieve the new year goals now. You are whining yourself, because that new year go come, na January you go see that pump up, that energy. January 1st, they dey pumped up, say okay, yes, I go do this thing, I will do this. Once e don dey reach like February, March, you go just see say morale go just low. When e be like June, they don even forget themselves say they get any new year resolution. Don't be like that too. Avoid that, to avoid stories that touch, because most times when I talk to people, I always say, last night or yesterday, where were you? You say I was in Nigeria. This today, where are you? You say you are in Nigeria. Tomorrow, where will you be? You cannot answer that affirmatively, or you can't answer that if you are not taking actions to make sure that you have a higher probability of being outside the country. You can't, because if you're not taking action now and making excuses now, next tomorrow will come sef, not only tomorrow. And my brothers and sisters, you will still be where you are now. So to avoid being where you are, or to improve on where you are, start taking action now. I always like one quote, very simple quote. They say, heaven help those who help themselves. Abi? You understand? Many people always say that thing. When I was in Nigeria, heaven help those who help themselves. But it's always baffling me that many people that reach out, when I now ask them, what have you done for your immigration? They say nothing. So you that are asking for help, you have not helped yourself. You have not helped yourself, because you are not yet doing anything. So you that are not doing anything, you now expect someone to now do something for you. Be whining yourself. You understand? Be whining yourself. Oluwa share you for me, Tom. Thank you for liking our live session. You are whining yourself. You understand? Because some people, when it comes to money, I will say, okay, money is involved. You have to do your travel small month to Canada package. You say, I don't have money. I say, okay, keep on it, keep on at it. Me too, I do not have sponsorship. You don't have money, me too, I don't have sponsorship. But I have book. You can collect free book, ebook. Online, I don't know money now. She mean I just brain, I just use right hand. Collect free book, go dey read book if you want. Igba Yilola 001. Thank you for liking our live session. You understand?
But if you want to take your life serious, because at the end of the day, whose life wan better? Whose life wan better? Shey na my life abi your life? Na my life abi your life? You want good thing, you want to come to a better country, but you don't want to work for it. You want good thing, but you don't want to pay for it. You want Ifa, Yorùbá dẹ̀ sọ pé ẹni wá fà ń wá kíni, ń wá òfò. You dey look for òfò if you no wan pay money. Ìgbà yìí lọ́la, okay, good morning boss. Good morning boss to my oga boss, oga at the top. Good morning. Like how much? For what thing? These are vague questions. What are you asking like how much for? Because everything get im own price. So which price you dey ask for? If you want to know any price for anything, click on the link that we are selling, aosglobal.org. Once you click on that aosglobal.org, fill the form. You fill the form and you qualify. We know, okay, yes, there's no money that you don't have that doesn't pay for anything. Any money you have, pay for something. Understand? When it comes to immigration, any money you have, even $1. There was one time someone was telling me that you know that $5 they are using it to do something. I said, $5. $5 like 5K. Oh. He said yes. In Nigeria, they are like, he said yes, $5 Canadian. They are using it to do something in Canada for immigration. I said, he said yes. Oh. So he says he said Canada, the immigration office in Canada have made sure that any money you have will serve a purpose. But the only difference is the people that pay more sometimes actually get more. So anything you have, click on that link, aosglobal.org. Once you click on it, fill the form. That's the way for you to now know. Okay, oh, well, anyone wey you want, the offer is there. Once you click on aosglobal.org, visit the website, fill the form, and if you are eligible, they are going to reach out to you. It may not be me that will reach out to you. People that will reach out to you will reach out to you. You understand? Once they reach out to you, and if you qualify for the offers they have, they will inform you. You understand? And you'll be able to get started with anything you want. Do you understand? All right. So that being said, don't forget the Black Friday deal is still available. Just as I say one more time. But just to recap what we said today, we talked about two major things. The bill C12, for those that Canada are going, we made mention of the fact that Canada are introducing the new cancellation rules. They will be canceling visitor visas, they will be canceling ETAs, they will be canceling study permits, they will be canceling work permits for you that are looking for work visa now. There are many people that will be cancelling their work visas. Why are they going to be cancelling it? We made mention of the fact that whether be it due to error, whether be due to misrepresentation, due to fraud, whether be it due to you have criminal inadmissibility. Do you understand? Or they ask you question, you no fit respond. You do not know what is in your application. You say it's agent that do it for me, but you do not know what you get problem. You cannot back up what you submitted. Problem. So you have to be well informed. Don't say they did not tell me. That's why we're having this live session. So that's the first one. The second article we read and discussed today was what? Was visiting Canada for the FIFA World Cup. What to know if you have a criminal record. What do you need to know if you have a criminal record? And we talked about 3 ways to avert criminal record issues to affect you when coming to Canada for visiting. We talked about what? Number one, temporary resident permit. We talked about two, deemed rehabilitation. And we talked about the third one, which is what? Criminal rehabilitation. So if, for instance, you have been indicted for an offense before in your home country or for any other country you have visited and stayed for 3 to 6 months, or you were not even indicted, but they have noticed that, okay, you did one crime or the other, whether a serious crime, you understand, or an offense, or whether an indictable offense or a non-indictable offense, whether a hybrid offense or the one that is not, you may have to actually show proof that you have now been rehabilitated, or you are now, unless you become criminally inadmissible to Canada. So to avoid you being criminally inadmissible to Canada, from the cicnews.com website, they stated consult with an immigration lawyer.
Do you understand? And we said if you want to consult with our own immigration lawyer, if you want us to link you up with him, click on the link in our bio, aosglobal.org. Once you click on it, we'll be able to actually link you up after they look into your eligibility criteria. So ensure there's nothing wrong, or I'll not say there's nothing wrong. You may have criminal records, but you may still be admissible to Canada. You may still be able, because when they say something is admissible, that means you are able to enter Canada. There's a difference between having visa and there's a difference between entering Canada. There are some people that will not enter Canada even if they have a visa. That's the idea. There are some people that even their visas will be cancelled even if they have a visa, whether before they enter Canada or before they enter the plane, or when they even enter Canada before they exit the airport. So to avoid any stories, you understand, in relation to your visa, whether it be study permit, work permit, visitor visa, or electronic travel authorization, consult with an immigration lawyer to talk about your options if you have criminal record. And if you even don't have criminal records, just like the first article that we read talked about, in order to avoid them cancelling your visa right now, number one, don't overstay your visa. If your visa, your student visa is 2 months, there are some people that, yes, they have 2 years validity, like not 2 years, 2 years of course program. But what IRCC gave you, maybe because of your passport that time, was 18 months. You understand? And 18 months have passed. You are thinking that, oh, you are still a student now, Shebi, you still have admission. Your status has already ended. Your status has ended. You are no longer a legal student. So you have to go and reapply for a new study permit and get a study permit that will be valid up until the time you actually get out of Canada. It's very important too, because those things some people don't know. And at the end of the day, you will now want to apply for maybe like permanent residence. They will now say you have overstayed your visa. So because of that, you have to be deported. Avoid that. Or you come as a visitor and at the end of the day, your visitor visa has expired. You say, it is 3 years they gave. Meanwhile, legally, you must stay in Canada for up to 6 months. It must be, if it's one day after 6 months, you are already illegal. Especially if you don't get visitor visa extension. Or you are a temporary foreign worker and you go and get 1 year contract. Yes, you have done your 1 year, but because your employer stated that yes, so he still need you, you now think maybe you can continue working without meeting IRCC again. You have to go and apply for another work visa using that extended, you understand, work contract that you get from your employer. Because if you don't use it and show IRCC that okay, I still in this country, oh, I'm still working, oh, it's just like the people that they went to bust now in one company that they said they saw how many people, I forget, like 12, I've forgotten the amount of people that they saw that they were illegal workers. They were illegal, and those ones before they can back themselves up, now allow if they don't even deport them. So avoid stories that at the end of the day, you yourself, you will look at it that it will not pay you because you will just be deported without, you understand, shamefully. So avoid it. That's what we're trying to say in this live session. Avoid it. Go uh, to your home country when before your visa expires, or if you don't want to go, reapply for another. There's something we call implied status. You understand? Implied status means that, oh, okay, I'm a visitor now. Maybe my visitor visa will expire December or maybe January 2026. But I have already reapplied for a new visa while I was in Canada. Like I applied for visitor visa extension. Within now and that January, you can stay in Canada legally without any issues. Even after that January elapse, maybe your visa expires January 2nd, but you have already sent in a full application to tell them that, okay, I want to extend my visa, but they have not yet responded to you till like maybe January 28th or maybe February 9. Legally, because of implied status, you can stay in Canada lawfully without any issues within that period, up until they decide that okay, oh, your visa was approved. Oh, if your visa was approved, then you continue staying in Canada legally. Okay, your visa was now rejected, though, because it was rejected, you have to leave Canada. You understand? After you have known, but you will not be penalized for the extra time you stay in Canada.
But if you don't know and you are thinking that, oh, should they put 5 year visa in my visitor visa, you are shooting yourself on the leg. Or my contract is still, I'm still working with my employer, problem. Or study, okay, should I'm still in school, voila. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So try to avoid stories that touch. You understand? So thank you very much, everyone, for joining. We don't seem to have any questions again. So because of that, we are going to call it a day. I hope we learned a lot from this live session. Thank you so much for joining, and do have a lovely day ahead. Don't forget to click on the link aosglobal.org to get benefit for towards our Black Friday deal. You understand, the travel small to Canada package. Click on that link, fill the form on the aosglobal.org website, and once you fill the form, if you qualify, they will reach out to you, and you will know how to take it from there. Thank you very much, everyone, once again, and do have a lovely day ahead. Bye for now. Au revoir.